What's up, all you ghoul, gas, and Wiccans? We've got Paige Eber and Brandon Ross coming in for level 4 of the Gauntlet here at Grimm's Dungeon. I'm Matthew Robinson as your game master. We are not playing Cairn. Oh, don't let the title fool you. We are here for some Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Some grisly, gnarly, encounter mode bullshit. Who's gonna survive? I don't know. I don't play favorites, but probably not the one who didn't fill out the wedding address list I sent him.
I had it done in like 2 seconds. I was on that.
I told you to trust that link, bro.
I don't trust links.
I asked him to trust me. Yeah, but if you put it in, then I don't have to type it.
Sounds like a lazy part on you.
Well, I'm also not the one doing any of the address.
To me, I'll put it in for you. Because we're all carpool, we're road tripping, and it's gonna be amazing.
Welcome to Grimm's Dungeon. I hope everybody is enjoying this autumnal season. We all have our beverages. Mine is a warmed beverage. I am aware that it is like 75 degrees outside, but it's autumn, so I went with it. You know, and that's why I wear tank tops, so you can't see the wet pits. And you know, if Big Daddy Grimm didn't want me to say wet pits on the show, then he shouldn't have let me run the stream. Ever.
You say it every stream, and honestly, it's becoming a problem.
He would not know. He will not watch them. So we are here for the Gauntlet, not your regularly scheduled, but kind of reoccurring regularity of the dungeon nowadays. We've got 2 main campaigns, a Fallout RPG campaign, as well as a Pathfinder 2nd Edition, both long campaigns that Grimm or Chandler, the producer and typical GM of the show, run. But when people are out doing their things, going to weddings, participating in card tournaments when I try to call them, we run some other fun stuff, like Grimm's Gauntlet. You ever just want to dive into the action economy, Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and that's all you do? Fuck role-playing, am I right? No, we're going to have some fun tonight. We are on level 4 of the Gauntlet, so each time we play, everybody levels up by 1, but if they died, because everybody keeps dying in the Gauntlet, they bring a new character at that level. So we are on level 4. This is the 4th time we've done this. How's everybody feeling about the Gauntlet so far? We've had a few different groups and crews run through it. We've had Brandon running some. How are we feeling?
I'm great. I'm winning, so we're just going to keep up that streak tonight.
We do have a streak score happening called the longest living character who survives the most consecutive gauntlets. I wonder if it'll have to be most gauntlets survive total. It's not all the players play every time. But either way, Paige is winning because she's the only one playing who's played in multiple. This will be your 3rd gauntlet. It'll be Brandon's 2nd gauntlet. Although, if Brandon makes it through this and you don't, then you'll be tied.
Mm.
Because poor Morgan, not here today, but he has not survived. He's only survived one once.
Yeah.
We'll have an MGP, most gauntlets played, for the player. So anyways, we're just here to keep playing, always keep streaming, keep learning Pathfinder better, honing our craft, improvising, spending time with friends, and murdering them. We ready to get started?
Ready.
Let's go.
All right. Welcome to a place where heroes and monsters are made, but the difference becomes difficult to distinguish. A place where every walk of life sprints for wealth, glory, or hope. A place where enemies become allies and allies discover everyone bleeds alike. For some, it is the ultimate challenge. For others, simply a consequence. But for all, it is their final chance. Now entering the Gauntlet. Jarrell, Brandon's character, and Maricel, Paige's character, you hear this dialogue, the introduction to the Gauntlet, playing from something, echoing through the hallway that you're being led down. Not a dark, damp, prison-like tunnel that you had inhabited, but a nice, carpeted office hallway. You are led by a gaggle of guards to an ornate wooden door, and you can hear voices on the other side, muttering, murmuring, getting raised against each other and then calming down. One of the guards walks up, opens the door, swinging it forward, and pushes you all inside. You do not have any of your weapons or armament. Your hands are tied behind your back, and as you enter, you see a large mahogany table under this lush velvet carpet. Standing next to the table is a tall, blonde, elven woman who is resting their arms, sort of like surveying all of the bits of mechanical machinery and baubles of wood and arcane elements scattered all over the table. On the other side, the right side, there is a short, stout-looking gnome with a gray beard. And then on the side opposite from all of you, sitting in an ornate, once again, velvet-backed chair. Well, hello! I'm so glad you were able to join us. They break away from the conversation they were having with the elven woman. And if you glance at her, you see a name tag, Emily, on her shirt. I'm so glad that you were able to join us. Please come in, have a beverage. And as he gestures, 2 little mugs slide up on the edge of the table. Sorry. Hands are tied. Allow me. And he kind of does a little whoof with his hand, a little wash, and they lift up and they slowly float over toward your mouth.
Oh my
I
god. I'm
have a
just
question.
gonna dip my
Okay.
head out of the way.
It just pours a little bit onto the ground and then returns to the table. What is Jarrell doing?
So I took slippery prey.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, same. You
What
trying to
kind
break
of-
out right now?
What are we tied with? Like rope, manacles, chain?
Chains.
He enjoys the drink.
You reach your neck
Yeah.
out,
Definitely.
take a little sip. It like pours like a little bit more than what you want, and then totters back to the table. Please, have a seat. He does not conjure any chairs for you. But he stands up and he starts to walk around the table. He's like, so I guess you're wondering why you're here. Well, oh, I'm sorry. Do you guys know each other? I believe, what was it? Level 2 of the Gauntlet. You were one, and you were both in one of our little episodes. That's what we call them. Levels episodes. Do you remember each other? And now you guys were pulled out of your cells and your enclosures and tied or chained and marched through a labyrinth of hallways and things to get here. So probably you've been shushed anytime that you've tried to speak. But you look over, Jarrell, Maricel, and you recognize each other from actually, was it the level 1 gauntlet?
Level 1.
It was the level 1 gauntlet. It might have been episode 2 or 1, whatever. They're all they're all the same. I just look down on them. But I don't look down on you two. So I guess you're wondering why I've brought you here. He walks around and he kind of like sits back up on the table. At this point, Emily and the gnome have like gone over to a corner to just kind of
Leaning on
like
the
confer
table.
quietly. You know,
He
it's kind
said
of leaning
sit,
back.
so like I'm half up on the table sitting as he goes to sit back down.
I'm in a bit of a how do I say this? And every time he like starts a sentence, he gets up and moves to a different point around the table and then leans against it again. The best words sometimes escape. I save all of, you know, my unimaginable charm for the show. Gosh, you're so quiet. I usually enjoy a little bit of pitter patter. Although I guess I am used to you guys not responding. I can't hear you when you're in the gauntlet. Let me get to the point. He finishes his circle of the table and sits down, back in the chair. We need this level to be good. All right? And I don't mean good in that everybody wins and happy ending and all that, but I mean entertaining. All right? You see, I've got, and he like does a really big exaggerated look around. I guess you could call it a rival. But we're trying to boost the ratings of the Gauntlet to surpass the Labyrinth. And Emily and that other guy, the gnome, like looks around like what the fuck?
Bruh.
They've been cooking up some really great stuff because we need this to look good. I need you all to make me look good. To make the show look good. Now, how does that sound?
I'm sorry, was there an offer there?
Oh, I'm sorry, yes. This would be, I mean, entirely on the down low, of course, but your chances of survival for today, surprise, you're going into this episode, this level of the Gauntlet, and in the future just goes down dismally the more you survive. But I would like to spice things up a little bit, you know, create a little bit more magic. Perhaps I could flip you a few things to aid you in the challenges, some information for today, because I don't, I don't care if you die, but I don't want you to, because... And he leans in over the table like, this is a secret. It turns out people like having people to root for. Like, continuously, they don't like seeing new people every time. So I'm thinking, and this was my idea, if we manage to keep even just one of you alive, people are going to start to root for you even more. Because, I mean, as stalwart adventurers, you've already survived, you won? It's more than many can say.
I have a quick question for you, GM.
Okay.
As he finishes saying that and he like led it with it's my idea, can I just look over to the gnome and Emily to see if they're like, really? This was our idea.
They're standing in the corner like this. Less of like it's their idea and more of like you do the things that viewers say they like. Like that's the most basic concept of continuance of any show.
Okay.
So are you in? He gets up and he spins around. He's like, and by the way, it's not really an ask. I'm going to give you this information, and you can use it or not. But you absolutely cannot. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please speak. It's so nice to hear your voices for once.
How good's the information?
Well, I run the show. I know everything that goes on.
Eyes at Emily. Yes, but you could tell us that we're going in the Gauntlet, or you could tell us what we're fighting, weaknesses.
Oh, I haven't given you the information yet. The part that you're going into the gauntlet today, I feel like should be. I'm sorry. It should be very apparent since you were brought here. I thought that goes without saying, but I see I might need to explain a little bit simpler in simpler terms. Jarrell, how are you doing?
Just thinking and wondering if you're going through the trouble of giving us information and pulling us aside like this without guard. It is nice not to be shushed every 5 seconds when I try to talk. So that's relieving. Information more than welcome. Anything else you want to hand us, more than welcome. And I'm willing to keep this very quiet because it lets me breathe longer. The longer I can breathe, the better for me. And if you get ratings, I don't really care because I'm alive.
Breathing. That is important. I like you, Jarrell. You seem to have a good head on your shoulders.
Well, before I was here, I was pretty good in the arena already.
A gladiator at heart. We'll love to see it. I've got my eye on you. Looks at Marisol, looks back at Jarrell. Well, with that settled, keep this under your hats.
We're not wearing hats, sir.
So literal. Good head on those shoulders, for sure.
I used to have a hat. It was a really good hat. I liked it.
All right, that's enough. Can I turn? Oh wait, I don't have the mute powers here. Sorry, I forget sometimes. So not used to seeing you guys so close. Not
That's
through
strange,
the
isn't it?
lens of magical means. Listen, let's cut to the chase again. There's been 10 minutes of talking.
Yeah. How
Already
tall
where he
is he?
said absolutely nothing.
How tall is the individual?
So, Tawny P, if you can imagine a Gilderoy Lockhart-esque, like aura. So he's a tall, handsome, seemingly human, with some like lovely golden locks. Now it's a kind of like long hair, like sort of like a classic like Farquaad bob, cut around his head. It was just he flips back and forth. Now it does look like older, for a human, 40s perhaps, but in decent shape. Certainly moves well. So that's what you see as he flounders around and continues to extrapolate on the parts that don't matter. But I guess the important thing to remember is that you're gonna have to keep your feet under you if you don't want to take any nasty falls. And do either of you see in the dark?
Slightly.
Slightly might not cut it. Look, I can't give you anything right now, but I'll try my best to... Emily! He's leaning towards the wrong... Emily is like over in the other corner. Can we get a few more torches in the... Oh, Emily, can we get a few more... Yes. Add a few torches. She's already been touching a blank wall with her fingers and turning things that you can't see. And, you can see arcane symbols popping out of the wall. So that'll help. Beyond that, I'm just gonna say, in comparison, I've reviewed the footage of your last gauntlets, and I would say fighting is something you guys are pretty good at. This one, you may not want to stand and fight the whole time. Now, I cannot break the cardinal sin of actually giving you the directions and the rules of this gauntlet. I'm trying to get around our extensive legal documents. I am the host, so I am bound by them as well. Does that make sense? Was I clear enough?
Very clear and understanding, considering where we are.
Great. So happy to hear that. I'll see if we can throw some extra supplies in with your usual weapons and gear.
Much obliged.
Give us a good show, shall you?
Certainly.
wouldn't be here if I didn't.
Well, I think, given he lifts up a document, like a folder, it says, I think you would be actually still here, based on why you were put here to begin with. But I guess Jarrell wouldn't know that, would they?
Just kind of
How interesting the relation.
A half a side eye.
The relationships that build between everyone here. And there's a knock on the door, and one of the guards opens up, and he's like running his finger around in a circle, waving it in the air. And you can hear some of the music and like crowd sounds get louder that you all recognize from this like unknown speaker above your heads. He goes, it's time. Well, toodaloo. And he swivels his chair, which is not a swivelly chair, so you don't know how that did that. And the guard, you are pulled back into the hallway. And as you are pulled back into the hallway, the guards rush you down this last hall that you just walked through before that you recognize. But as you turn a corner, you see a very dilapidated looking door ahead of you at the end of the hall, and it's a short hall, like maybe 15 feet, and there aren't any other doors, and you're pretty sure this is where you came from, but you did not go through a door. And as you turn around, the hallway is empty of guards, and all of the doors have disappeared, except for that one.
Well, let's put on a show.
Do they release us?
No.
I have thieves' tools. Oh no, I don't. We don't have any of our shit.
Yeah, he'll just like rattle them for a minute. And he just starts walking. He'll like kick some shit around if there's anything to kick around and look around just to make sure he's not missing anything that would be stashed already.
So it's just an empty hall. All the walls are barren. There's just this oddly misplaced, dilapidated wooden door ahead of you.
He'll head down that way.
Chance of trying to break out or just break apart. The apart feels like maybe not as much because they're chains, but like to slip a hand out, break a thumb, slip a hand out kind of thing.
Um.
You can say no.
No.
Cool. Let's kick down this door.
Do you want to kick it down or you just want to open it? It has a doorknob.
We're supposed to put on a show. I'm gonna back up just in case it's trapped.
Give me an athletics check.
Oh no.
And I'm 10 feet back.
That's gonna go awful. That's a -1.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Whoopsies.
Okay, reminder, I'm the strong one. Let's go.
10.
This worn out, rickety door caves underneath your foot, and inside you see a guard in a small room with your stuff, just like...
Sorry.
What?
Really amped up.
Get in here.
What was that?
You
I
guys
just
walk
over
in.
to the guard like this.
Yeah, well, your hands are tied behind you. They're chained behind you.
Okay, got it.
He comes
But also,
behind
like,
both of you.
What do you want me to do? Turn around backwards, open a door? The hands are behind me. I'm going to open the door.
He just shrugs. He unlocks you both. Your gear is laid out on the only table that's in this small, 10 by 10 room. And then he walks back to the dilapidated door, and he's like stepping over the rubble of it. And then he looks back at you all, if you're paying any attention.
Yeah, you needed to replace that door anyway.
And he lifts up and he taps the ceiling, and there's just boom, a little wave of magical energy that sort of hits the room. And he just says, "Check under the table." And he taps it again, And as he walks away, everything disappears and the door is there again.
While I'm getting my armor on, I'll just feel under the table.
So you feel under the table, there is a small little latch embedded in the ground. You pull it up, and inside, you see a grappling hook with rope, and a making sure I have this correct.
What about the Batman this?
An extra, or sorry, not an extra. You did not start with healing potions. This gauntlet. Sorry, spirits. You see 2 healing potions. So an extra set is in a set of healing potions this time around.
I will immediately hand one to my co-prisoner here.
I'm trying to figure out if Marisol started with a grappling hook or if that's something I should have taken off. If that was something special from last time. Go away.
It was something from last time.
Okay, great. So I don't have a grappling. You have the grappling hook?
Yeah, I'll hang on to that, and then I'll hand you a healing potion.
Cool. Golden.
And an adamantine dagger.
Shiny.
I'll hold it out to her, but not so much as I'm giving it to her, as is more like just kind of holding between us. Preferred weapon use or no?
I do like to work with daggers. And that's a nice one.
I have my rapier and my dagger already, so hopefully you're better with this.
I snatch it up.
I'm definitely keeping the grappling hook and rope now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You equip yourselves. You can hear this just sort of like white noise happening above your head. If you stop and like clinking and stuff, you can listen and hear like that it's the sounds of like a crowd. But it's just not distinct enough at this moment.
Where's it coming from? Sorry.
Unable to locate a source. You know those, like, if you go into a museum and they have those like little bulbs above your head where they're like, there's audio coming, and so it's like telling you about the like exhibit that you happen to be standing in front of, and as soon as you go from underneath the umbrella, it's like completely silent. You can't hear it because it's like focused sound waves. That's how all of this is. It's like coming from above, and you can hear it clearly, but it's just very indistinct at the moment. So you're in this 10 by 10 room.
Yes.
The dilapidated door rebuilt itself as the guard exited, and you are geared up, and the door swings open. Let's go to the map.
I'm here. I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh god. What the fuck?
This is a very large map, so you're gonna have to zoom out to find yourself.
Oh fuck. Okay. Oh, hello.
You step through the door into this bright, sunlit desert. No arena surrounding you. Just endless dunes and maybe the bones of a broken down city way in the distance. That maybe looks a little bit like that city we saw in level 1 of the Gauntlet. But like it's been abandoned and broken for hundreds of years. And as you step out, you turn around and you see that you just stepped out of a large boulder. And standing next to you, has everybody found themselves on the map?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Standing next to you, also stepping out from the rock, is this sort of short, 5'6" stout-looking woman. Also with, doesn't seem to have any like weapons, but has like a pouch on her hip, stepping out of the rock and like making eye contact with you and giving you all a slow nod. And then the roaring increases from up above.
Guessing you're also a lovely contestant.
No weapons. Are you a mage? Healer?
I'm sorry. It's been a bit since I've spoken. Yes, I've some magical ability. I guess I would just I prefer to call myself a survivor.
I think it's a good term for all of us.
Isn't it? And she
Jarrell.
takes a couple steps, looks back at you. Jarrell looks at our rogue.
Marisol.
Very nice to meet you all. Kyra. Sure, we don't need any long introductions or don't have time before things get moving.
Agreed. Just make sure if we need to call out to somebody, we at least know who we were yelling at. And I'll take a few steps forward and just kind of gauge and look around and try and figure out what's going on.
You step forward, and this is like the cloudless sky with the sun just like beating
Just
down on you, and so you're
going
like having to
ham
like
on
shade
us.
your eyes to like even like see past a certain distance just because it's so bright with the reflection from the ground. And there's just like just like that waves of heat rising from the ground. And as you take a look around and you take in this giant pit, which if you want to, cameraman, pan over to the pit to show people, because this map is open. You see this giant pit, and the camera kind of pans over it, and then we dive down into the center. And we quickly cut. Quick, unlocked, and there's a door opening into that apartment room. Or is it a house? Hard to tell. But you see that young woman that we saw last time on their first date with the owner of this room, entering in the house and sort of like skipping over to him where he's cooking a meal over in the kitchen. We see another room attached to this living room area where they've had the TV. And he's just finishing up, he's plating it, they've got these big steaming bowls of some delicious food, and they're rushing over to that armchair, that folding chair. They sit down, and on the screen of the TV, you can see Jarrell shielding their eyes, looking over the pit. There is no sign of any other life, movement around here. Behind you, you can see a few like growing shrubs. You can see some rubble. It looks like a collapsed wagon up to the north, and across the other side of the pit, catty corner, you see a wizened dead tree. And it looks like there was some partial constructions partially made around the pit, like perhaps to fence it or block it off, but nothing's finished. But as you finish this look around, you hear Kyra go, "Oh, I see we're getting orders from the announcer today," and she points up. And if you both raise your heads and look up, fortitude save against the sun in your eyes.
Look straight
You
into
see-
the sun.
Word spelled out in the sky in this sort of wavering arcane energy that just says, enter.
Jarrell is going to immediately go to what little bit of shade there is over here and just start counting out how much rope he was given.
It's 50 feet of rope.
Well, I've got 50 feet.
You've got rope? They didn't
Yes.
give me anything. And she was like, sheltered under the shade too. She's like,
Well, you said it's been a while since you've been in one of these?
Yes.
The more
I
you
think,
do, the-
it's hard to say.
You're not wrong, but I feel like I've been in my fair share, and it seems the more you do, the more you get. So, I guess that's how it works around here.
I suppose. So are
Well,
we...
let's find something to tie this to and go have fun.
Oh, all right. She kind of walks out into the sun and over to the edge of the pit. And she's like peering down. She's like, I mean, I can't really see. And she looks sick, maybe like 50 or something. This is older for a human again. He's like, I can't see too far, but it doesn't look like it is like a pit necessarily. But I guess we'd need to get close to really see. And if you guys walk up to the pit edge, if you would like to.
My question is, would this be too far? Would I fall? Would I need to go one back?
No, right about there is about the furthest you could go. Like it's starting to get down.
He pushed that limit just so he could gauge. Do I need all 50 feet? Is there another way down? Do I have to use this already? I don't want to leave it behind.
Yeah. So as you're looking down, the walls of this sort of pit look stable enough, like in terms of like rock and dirt. It almost looks like it starts out very shallow and then it kind of acts more like a funnel leading down. And you can't see, it's completely pitch black after a certain point, so you can't see too far down into it. But from your side, it looks like perhaps one side of it, it doesn't just suddenly drop straight down. It almost like funnels like a giant like slide, but it's steep enough that you think if you were to lose your footing, you would still fall and you would not be able to stop yourself. If that makes sense.
It does.
Did you say there's one side of it that like tilts more or like
or less? Yes. Well, more
less.
Less. So
Sure.
yeah, looking at it right now, I'll give you a little marker.
Mm-hmm.
From your side, it looks like this area, and that's, you would have to go around to the other side to see how wide this was, but looks like that is the bottom, quote unquote, of the funnel as it like starts to turn and funnel down into the earth.
Before it just straight drops.
You can't see far enough to see how far it slides down because it like continues to like get steeper and steeper, but as far as you can see, there is no like complete drop off to the limits of your vision. Hi to spirits in the spirit world, by the way.
Oh.
Well, Maricel, you can see in some darkness. Do you want me to lower you down and see how far it goes? If we can safely drop without having to leave anything behind, that'd be great.
Yeah, that would be better for someone who can see to go. God damn it. Yeah.
And
Don't drop me.
I'm not gonna drop you.
I saw that kick.
I head over to this tree, and I'm gonna give it the "is this sturdy" shake.
Okay.
I think we should go down on this bottom side, the yellow bit, if possible.
Well,
But if that's
I
the
don't
only
want you to go
place-
all the way down. I just want to see how far down you need to go to get to the bottom. And then we'll
Okay.
talk about safety. Right
All
now,
right.
you'll have a rope. You're fine.
I'm fine.
And I'll tie the rope off to this thing and just fling the 50 feet that's not tied just down.
Is this?
The rope sort of unravels as it goes. Little stones scatter around. And it dangles, and it reaches far enough in that you cannot see the end of the rope. I don't know if you can see my measuring tool. It's about
Yes.
25, 30 feet to where it starts to get really steep. And again, you guys can see, roughly another 20 or 30 feet. Marissa a little bit further once you get closer.
Okay. And this tree that we're tied off to, does that actually? Can I just take a minute to make sure it seems actually sturdy?
You take a minute. You can hear, as you're yanking on it and stuff, the roaring that's distant above your head gets louder, and you can almost hear. Ha, ha, ha. But it's not like the arenas that you've been in, where it's just been sort of deafening above, sort of penetrating into your bodies. It's far. It feels far away, but you can still feel them.
I'm just gonna slap her. I tried to not. It's not going anywhere.
I mean, Kyra just starts a sentence and then just starts wringing her hands. She doesn't look nervous, say a Gim nervous type of person, but she's definitely concerned just about where you all are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap the rope around me so that it's in a half knot kind of thing, and use start lowering myself down.
Okay, do you want to do that on the map?
Wah! No, I don't. Boop. I don't.
Okay. So you start. Whoa! Hold your horses now.
You said do it on the map.
Right, because you were still standing where you started.
Whatever.
Everybody's not aware. Paige is not a #gamer. We're trying to get her to learn how to use the computer screens, and that the mouse input will affect what the characters are doing on there.
Trackpad last time.
But we are incredibly thankful that she does now have a mouse instead of a trackpad.
Ooh.
True gamer shit.
Wow. I think you would go to hell.
So you wrap it around yourself, he said.
Yeah, I think I do a little half loop thing so I can rappel down a little bit.
While she's going down, I'll try to find some semblance of solid footing and keep one hand on a rope in case I do have to help brace.
Yeah, Kyra comes over and kind of does the same on the other side.
Okay.
You can move, and I'm going to move you 5 by 5 as long as you allow me.
Yep.
Assuming so, it is tied to the tree, so I'm going to put you in the center here. So you kind of loop yourself, move down. You're still kind of almost walking at this point. Here, you're starting to tilt more, and during the next 5 feet of movement is where it starts to come gravity. You are now finished, and you would be at a 45-degree angle. So at this point, I would like you to make a climb check, and you are going to have a how do I want to do a plus or a higher, lower DC? We're going to give you a +4 to the check for using the rope, having tied yourself up.
That's a natural 1. Ah! Okay, these dice go away now. Instantly. Fucking instantly. Oh,
For
God.
reference,
Set
why
it up.
these dice got
Everything you needed, and you just choked on the roll.
It is a total of 15, but it's a natural 1.
These dice apparently rolled 2 natural 1s when warming up for the show. So just letting you know why they got thrown out with the bathwater so quickly.
Thrown out with the bathwater.
Damn, look at that baby go.
And damn, they're out.
Why is there a little like white spot in your drywall now? Oh, it's where you chuck the D20 behind you. Just
Anyway, that's,
Okay.
yeah, 15 nat 1.
15 was the total, and that includes the +4, correct?
Correct.
All right.
Wait. Sorry. 13. I was reading the wrong stat.
Okay.
My
Great.
bad.
13
It's still
is
in
your-
that one. I'm sure it doesn't fucking matter.
for that square. That was a success.
Ah,
If you had now rolled a natural 1, which
Yeah.
decreases your success by 1,
there we go. There it is.
which now makes it a failure. So what happens, interestingly enough, is that you lose your footing. Like, the way you looped yourself around the rope wasn't perhaps like a good sailor way to do it. And so you actually slip out from the rope. And so you're going to drop another 10 feet, and now you are just holding on to the rope as it like flips out around from your waist, and so you're having to grab it to hold on. And now
I yell, whoa, what happened?
Hey, I'm okay.
I need you to make a reflex saving throw. As your feet touch this steeper, sort of treacherous scree, it gives way as you get up next to where it pitches further, and it gives away underneath your feet. You failed your secret perception check, so you did not see that it became less sure footing, and it also wouldn't have mattered if you had known it was there because you fell onto it because of the natural 1. So let me have that reflex save.
Okay. That's better. That's math. 23. I got there.
Okay. So, as you try to swing your feet and like grind it into the ground to stop yourself from this little slide, but the rock tumbles and slips away, and you can hear it scattering further down into the funnel. You lose yourself, you swing away and bang against the wall, but you keep your grip on the rope, and you kind of twist your body around and plant your feet again,
Okay.
saving yourself from tumbling into the depths. However, with the success, through all the turmoil of twisting at you, some of the rock above you begins to slide and slams into your body at the same time. And so you are going to take some damage. And you, Jarrell and Cairo, looking up above, you can see like a sort of like wave of this sort of sheetrock that like slides down and slams into.
Watch out!
I was trying to see if I could nimble dodge this, but it's not an attack from a creature. So.
You take.
I would not. No, I'm kidding.
As this sheet of rock just slides, boom, and just like slams into your body, waving you around, and you scrabble and twist for control, plant your feet against it. You are going to take 18 points of bludgeoning damage. Yeah. And you can see it ripple out around the funnel as it just like kind of sends a whole wave down. And as it skitters and you're catching your breath, when everybody is holding on, the funnel looks just as it did before. It's like a whole sheet washed away.
Keep your feet under you.
Now, as you stabilize and you twist and look around you further down, you do see this sort of funnel narrows and continues down. It does not seem, from your vantage, to ever turn into a complete drop. It does seem to just continue to slant down at a dangerous angle, but not a complete drop-off. it does continue into the darkness. However, at a certain point, you can see a little bit farther because of your low light vision, so you can see maybe another 40 feet or so than they can if they were in your position. But after that, there's no light down there, so you cannot see further.
Yes. Can I kind of maneuver? How much rope do I have left? Let me.
I believe it was like 25. Yeah, so you're about halfway down the rope.
Might as well keep trying, but I'm gonna try to maneuver towards the bottom, because that'll be less slanted. Am I understanding what's happening here? Then probably not. I'm gonna.
What are you trying to do? Just
try
go down
and
further?
Go down a little farther, but maneuver towards the bottom side of the slant. If it's not a straight,
you can do that a little bit. You can see the area that I drew out for you all is where that is like the bottom of the slant. So with you tied to that tree, there's only so much you can do because you're using it to hold your weight, but you could keep moving in this direction if you wanted. Are you trying to move further down?
Yes.
Okay. You have identified the ground around you is treacherous.
Yup.
So, are you trying to go deeper, or are you trying to stay on this unstable footing around the edge?
I'm trying to stay on this level and go around the edge. Yeah.
Okay. You think that this edge where the light disappears and does not penetrate further, this sort of edge before it deepens further, this is actually the most dangerous point. You take a second and you look around the edge and you think that this sort of 5-foot area all the way around it is the most likely to break should you continue to climb on it. That being said, would you like to step into that next 5-foot square?
No, can I climb? Well, okay, what I want is to see if that yellow lined lip of the circle is as treacherous as the rest of it, or if that's the better spot. So I'm thinking if I go up 5 feet and then scooch over.
You can see that from here well enough. You think it is itself not more stable, but it is less steep.
Right. Okay.
So you think that if you were to fall in that area, it would not hurt as much. Is that clear enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna call up to Jarrell.
Are you doing all right? We can go around to the other side you pointed out before.
Fine. That side is definitely a better bet. I don't know if I'll get any more information from going farther.
All right.
Are you sure?
We'll pull.
Do you want to just check over because you're right there. It seems stable enough. If you just look over to make sure that it doesn't keep going down. I don't. She looks back up at the enter in the sky. She's like, I'm just worried.
It keeps going down.
Okay. All right.
It's not. That side is a little less steep. But from here on, it's kind of the same, right? From here on out, from what I can see.
Okay. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure, because it looks like we're all going to have to go in there. Huh.
Yep.
Looks that way.
Yes, indeed.
And I'll try to give her some assistance to get her up.
Climbing back up.
Let's have a climb check, which is athletics. If you would like to aid, you may roll an aid, Jarrell. And
She's pretty beefy.
Is she? Did you successfully aid?
Hey, it's a 17 for a 16.
ooh, but that beats a 15.
Oh my god. So that's a +1 then?
Correct.
And so an 18 for my athletics check.
An 18. So that is a success. So you move 5 feet up.
Great.
And as Jarrell starts to sort of like brace and like pull the rope, Marisol, you start to climb up. Again, you're at now this sort of like 45 degree versus the deep. Kyra comes and steps over to Jarrell and be like, here, I will help too. And she places her hand, like one hand on the rope and one hand on your shoulder, Jarrell. And that's when you feel her hand start to change shape and penetrate your skin as you see 2 long claws dip into your chest.
Fucker.
And I'm going to need you to make a fortitude save
Oh, okay.
at a -4.
At a -4.
Jarrell?
We have +11 here. So let's see how we're doing. Eight.
You want to put on that combat music there, my brother? You watch as Kyra grows in size. That was the wrong thing. Grows in size, like expanding out, their arms kind of rippling and their skin changing from this like suntanned, wrinkled skin to this warty, thick green hide, and her dark hair turns white and mangy and comes around and sticks to her face. And standing next to you is a hag with their claws sunk into your chest. I'm not sure I have your updated AC.
21.
But okay, all right, I was correct. I gambled because I wasn't quite sure, but I was like, I'm pretty sure they did not have a boost to their AC. So a 25 did hit.
Yep.
That was their claw attack. So you're going to take damage, and then the fortitude save was because they were successful.
Got it.
So you are going
Slider
to take
bar is ready.
13 slashing damage. And then you said you got it. Wait, what was it? Let's roll back to that fortitude today, but it was an 8, right?
So I have an 11 fortitude. And I got an 8.
Oh, an 11 constitution.
Well, no, like, I rolled a 1. Plus 11 is 12. Minus 4 is 8.
Oh, you rolled a natural
shit.
1?
Yeah.
No,
Dude.
guys, you can't roll this many natural 1s at the beginning.
Nice!
Oh my
Question.
god.
Could this be just a very rocky slide? Just slide down it. Just go down the tunnel like
Don't worry, I
just
have
jump.
a plan.
Okay, yeah, that makes me feel worse. Okay.
We're gonna finish her attack, and then we're going to finish rolling for initiative, and then we'll see how this plan goes.
Yep.
So you took 13 points of slashing damage.
Yep.
And you rolled a total of an 8,
An 8.
which would have already been a critical fail without the natural 1.
Yeah.
So it's like a double critical
Can you-
fail. That doesn't mean anything mechanically,
Doesn't
but
mean
just so
anything
you know,
mechanically.
that's how bad you failed. Oh,
happens?
My
you
God.
are enfeebled 2 for
Alright,
the
please hold.
entire day.
Please hold.
That is not good for strength. Thankfully, you're not a strength-based character,
Nope.
but it is going to affect things that have already been relevant.
Climbing
That's fine.
for one.
Ooh, is
I'm
that
good.
comment music up? I hope people are feeling the pump jams. I can't hear them.
It's up.
Oh
One
my
day.
God.
One day we'll have
I'm trying to
our
have it
text
at
that
I'm
will-
trying to have it at a good balance to where it is running, but hopefully not overpowering.
I'm sure you've got it great. So you are enfeebled 2. You took 13 points of slashing damage. You are standing next to this ugly, smelly green hag. Maricel is dangling from a rope that is tied to this dead tree that you are also assisting and holding on to. Let's roll for initiative and see what happens.
Good.
Woo!
That's cocked.
Sure it was.
Gemstone dice will do that. Then it's still rolling shit. I think I need to put this one away too. Okay. Dear God, 12. Gonna go away. You have failed me, but you're so pretty.
I'm gonna put this little icon on you so you know that you're enfeebled.
Character sheet tells me too.
This is for the viewers so that they can see that Jarell is enfeebled by the little smelly, wavy lines coming off your body.
That's the strength leaving my body. It's the vapors of strength just leaving me.
Oy vey.
We cut back to that living room with the newly found couple, and they've moved on from their dinner bowls. Now they have a large bowl of popcorn that they're just like just like tucking into together in this, like, again, this just a TV, a folding chair, and an armchair, and they're just glued to the Scryovision. What did we get for initiative?
12.
4.
God damn it. What?
Woof. Woof.
What?
What's your perception?
9?
Don't you add perception to initiative? Am I stupid?
Oh, it just says +0 initiative, so that's why I was like, okay, +0. Oh, 9 plus
gonna
4,
say.
13.
There we go.
There we go.
That sounds better.
Damn, I rolled a 3 and you rolled a 4. Let's go.
It's gonna be a great
This
session.
is a great. This is
Damn
a great.
Great
Yes.
knowing these characters.
They got to stick around, and they also get to go first.
The shortest grim stream in history.
Yep.
I'm
God.
sorry, it just was too much fun to not play pretend for a little bit. Then they are going to, with their first action, cut the rope
Yeah,
with their
fuck.
claws.
Fuck! God damn it! Alright.
Too
Nice
bad
knowing
you
y'all.
guys didn't go down the seemingly less steep side that I pointed out to you before.
I blame
you
that
did
on
this.
Brandon. I fully put that on Brandon.
I trust nothing you say.
Yeah. You're just trying to get the streak. Fuck you.
I was talking about.
We have meta turned themselves against each other. Alrighty. Let's see. Let me roll. She slashes into this rope. I have pulled up the rope statistics just so everyone knows that I'm not cheating.
Oh god.
She does amazing 13 damage to the rope. Nope, minus its hardness because it's rope, so it rubber bands back and forth. You can't get a good hit on rope. So it does. She's gonna have to take another swing as it starts to fray. You has a little and you scoot back like a few inches.
Shit. I'm going down. God fucking damn it.
We roll again. That's fine. Is 12. 4 is 8. Snap. The rope breaks. You fall. You have a reaction if you would like to grab an edge.
Yup.
Go ahead and give me a grab an edge. I believe it is acrobatics or athletics.
No, I don't
I'm
trust
double
any
check.
of my dice. Okay. These are my rogue's
just
dice that I only use for her.
I'm not sweating as much as I thought I was going to sweat. So that's a good thing, and I'm sure everybody's really
I'm
happy with
sweating. I don't
Well-
know what that is. It's kind of a 9. We'll
You're
go.
dangling over the immense dirt funnel into the depths of the earth, so I would be sweating too.
Acrobatics or reflex. So, 21. Yes.
You dig your hand, you grab and latch onto the rock and successfully arrest your fall. You will have slid another 5 feet,
I'm freaking.
but you do stop your fall, but the rope disappears and you hear it tumbling into the depths below you. Third action, it is going to, so it's already taken 2 attacks. Ooh, there's only 1 left. Most of these. It's just going to take a step action and move to the south of Jarrell here. Jarrell, it's your turn.
I would like to tumble through this creature so I can be to just the south of it.
Okay. Acrobatics check. Against.
Enemy's reflex DC.
Okay.
17.
You do not successfully. You try to nimbly move around them as they try to flank you, but their flank is successful, and they kind of check you with their meaty green arm, and you are unable to tumble through them. So that is 1 action down.
So I don't move at all.
You do not move at all.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Well, in that case, definitely don't want to get shoved down this thing. So I'll just have to take an action. I'll just have to take the action to move around them. Whoopsies. That's not what I want to do. There.
Run in a circle.
There we go. That's the path I'm going to have to take now. To go on the other side
Yes.
of them. So 2 actions.
They check you, you sort of stumble back,
Yeah.
and then you dodge under their arm and move around them. No panache, though. So
No.
sad.
Yes, very sad.
You almost beat their reflex DC. Sort of almost. this distant roar of the crowd is almost disconcerting because it's still creating this sort of noise layer above you, but it's so quiet in comparison to the last times that you both have been in the Gauntlet that it's probably very unsettling to be in this silent desert. And the only sound that is directly in front of you is this snarling, hissing
I will
hag.
ready my rapier. Draw the weapon and have it ready.
Very good. Great turn, Jarrell. Maricel, what's up? Hanging down there? How's it hanging?
Just
As it
hanging.
were?
Just hanging out. Let's God, I want to start trying to move
Do a little jig.
towards the that thing, the less dangerous side.
Okie dokie. Once again, you are on the level that you identified as more treacherous to climb upon. So if you're climbing directly into this square that I am pinging, you just need to make a climb check, which is athletics. You could always crit succeed, in which case you get to move 10 feet. Pretty awesome.
Would be great.
Man, it sucks not to have a climb speed. in this
Man, it
situation.
fucking sucks. Yeah, I don't want to die.
But you can never prepare for the gauntlet because you never know what's gonna come your way.
Okay. Can I? Well, no, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try and shuffle.
Hey, you're not enfeebled too, so
Towards, yeah, shuffle towards what trying to get to a more sturdy ground.
okay.
But not closer to this creature. We got this. Okay. It's athletics.
Mhm.
It's a 17.
That is a regular success. So you are able to move 5 feet over here.
Okay. I'm gonna keep moving.
Another check.
That is better. That is fucking math. Wait. 27. That should have been easier.
27.
Because it was my last roll plus 10. but
Are you
that's-
sure?
Yes, it's an 18 plus 8. Wait, no. 26.
Still a critical success. So you are going to get to move 10 more feet around.
Sorry.
And as you're like doing this, you see Jarrell like disappear from the edge and run around it. So you see the back of this hag as it turns around to face Jarrell and just hear it. I get paid to be here. You don't. As you're like
Darrell,
just
it's
trying
said to run.
as you're just trying to scrabble around.
Working on it.
So you move here, and then I believe another 5 feet, and so you are now in the square that I have placed you. And just like as you're doing it, the sun is beating down on you, just like this overpowering sense, and you almost see the word "enter" that's still floating above you in the sky. Just like it feels like it's almost oppressing you, like it's gotten closer since you last looked up at it, even in the 18 seconds that have passed. All right, so that was 2 actions for you. One
Yes.
one success, 1 critical success climb checks.
How far? That's probably way too far for any of my shit. Fuck, how do well, no, I need to keep I can't do anything because I'm climbing.
Correct, because you don't have the climb speed, so you must have, or any skills, so you must have 2 hands free to do it.
Yeah. So
Pathfinder, second edition, remaster.
whole turn climbing. Let's go. I'm gonna try to just get up a little farther. So one square. I'm gonna try to go there.
Okay.
Just
check.
don't want to get separated from Jarrell.
Sure. No one wants to get separated from Jarrell.
They're such a nice guy. It's a 17 for
Alright.
real.
You successfully make your way up without slipping further.
And I'm still needing to be like climbing.
Yes.
Can I ask how far would I have to go to have hands free? To like brace myself on the rock and
2
have...
more squares directly east.
Cool.
Yes. Great turn. Guess whose turn it is now?
Oh god.
No.
Round 2.
Okay.
Oh. Now. Been thinking about this a little bit. Got a couple fun things that I could do, but the most fun thing, especially as you notice that you're weakened state, stumbling on your feet,
Oh no.
just a little enfeebled little Jarrell, would be to toss you in the pit, so she's gonna try to grab you.
God damn it. Slippery
You
brain.
wouldn't toss it, Wolf.
I
A
don't
little
know.
athletics check. I believe it is against your fort DC. In order to grab you. Ba, 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 ba.
So I see a class DC, but I don't see broken down for reflex will DCs.
So your fortitude DC will be your fortitude save plus 10.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's pretty easy. Thank you.
Yes. Does anybody want to go into actions and look at grab, just to make sure that it is the fortitude DC?
I see. Hang on.
Or grapple. I guess it's probably
Grapple?
called grapple.
It's
Yeah.
grapple.
I always think it should be grab since that's what
Target's
the
Yes.
fortitude DC.
effect
Yes.
is. Perfect. What is your fortitude DC? I have my total here.
It is. You said
Based
plus
on
10?
my level, I think I got it. Yep.
21.
Not a critical success, just a regular success. So you are grabbed / grappled.
Gotcha.
She reaches out one claw and just sort of
this
grabs your
considered
shoulder,
an
your
attack?
arm. Does grapple have the attack trait? I think it does,
Yes, it does.
because it counts against map if I were to take like other things.
Gotcha.
So
And
we will count it since it does have the attack trait. Yes.
can I use flashy dodge?
I don't know. Can you?
It says gain a +2 circumstance bonus to AC against a triggering attack with my
To
reaction.
AC.
So it'd be a 23.
It is not an attack.
It's not. Yeah. Good
action.
point. Okay.
I guess it's a strike, is what an attack is. Regardless, 23 wouldn't do it. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you save that if it's a.
No, it's just on a reaction. Just
okay.
keep hidden.
Yeah, I rolled better than that. She got a 26 total
Noted.
for her athletics check. This stocky hag. So they're gonna grab you. They basically like wrap their whole hand like in their claws, like reach all the way around your bicep. So you are currently grappled, and
I'm sorry. I just don't think it'll work between us.
oh, that's okay. You know, something may just come between us, and she's gonna try to pull you towards the hole because you're not at the edge anymore because you moved.
Yeah.
But I think she's strong enough to do this with you enfeebled. If you weren't enfeebled too, I probably wouldn't try to do this chain of events. So we're gonna do. I think the way this is going to work is another just athletics check against
Fort DC.
DC. Well, let me see. Do I want to do that or do I want to restrain you?
Go for the yeet.
This is tough. Okay, here's what we're gonna do, which is what I should have already done. We're going to take and oh wait, no. Okay, yeah, we're gonna try to reposition you.
Okay.
Damn, 13 does not beat. I rolled a natural 2, so she is not. She has you grabbed and she's trying to like pull you and like fling you around to over towards the circle, but you're able to like plant your feet in the earth. She's gonna hiss, and then she will. One action. She's going to try to demoralize you. Intimidation check. Go.
Oh, gee.
Yes.
Oh!
All right.
We'll just jump down.
What happens to me?
Oof. Okay. So that is a rolling hot tonight. Except for that 2. We'll ignore that one.
Yeah, we'll just like.
You are now frightened 2.
Please hold.
This is
I
not
don't
great.
See.
Nope.
Oh no, there it is. Is it 2?
Yep.
All right, got it. Wow, everything's red. This looks bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, frightened affects a lot of things, but it doesn't last all day like enfeebled is going to.
If people last all day,
This one does.
oh, this one does, but not always.
Yes, there can be different enfeebled effects.
Gotcha,
This
okay.
one finishes its sentence. It is enfeebled for a critical failure. It's enfeebled 2 for 1 day. If you were higher level or had someone else in your party, maybe they could heal it.
Nah, it's fine.
But you don't. So that's
Those that show up should be fine for being here.
that's the Grimm's Dungeon way.
It's been
We
great
make
working
fun
with
of you when
guys.
you're not here, but we kill you when you get here.
Yep. There is no mercy in this dojo.
No mercy.
You're welcome.
All right. So I think that she like is unable to pull you, but she does manage to pull you just like closer to her, and you just like smell this like horrid stench of death off her breath, and just like a bit of liquid like leaks out of her mouth and just sends absolute shivers down your spine. All right, Jarrell, what would you like to do now?
Well, I'm not sure what my options are really. So I'm grappled but not restrained.
Correct.
Okay. And the economy to break out of the grapple in this system is an action.
Yes, you can break it with an athletics check, an escape check, or an attack.
Would an escape check
Be acrobatics, I believe.
acrobatics?
It might be one of those ones that can be multiple, but I think the primary.
Well, I'm just
is-
reading off of the slippery prey feat I took.
acrobatics or athletics.
Okay.
But you are enfeebled too, so I imagine your athletics does not look great right
My
now,
athletics
especially
is
because it was already a
currently
-1.
-3.
Ooh, Lord.
Let's go.
So let's go with a acrobatics to escape.
Let's do an acrobatics. What does slippery prey get you?
You're able to escape bonds while using others. When I attempt an escape using acrobatics athletics, I reduce the multiple attack penalty for repeated attempts to
Okay.
-4 and 8.
Nice. So it's like having an agile weapon. That's good.
Yes, but I am.
But have the ability to slither out of your bonds.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That is 18.
18. That does not sound like it was a very good roll.
Rolls an 18. You tell me.
That is a regular old failure.
A regular failure. Gotcha.
Yes. So you tug away, but are unable to escape her creepy, gross grip.
Yeah. Well, we've got to get out of here, so we're gonna go again with a -4.
Why else would you have slippery prey?
Why else would you have it? Just to roll worse is why.
Oh.
Don't do that. You're supposed to roll high.
A 9.
Also a failure.
Okay. Well, at this point, there's not much else I can do. Let's explore my options.
Make sure there isn't a penalty for a critical failure on her escape since you just did.
Go ahead.
Oh, you just can't attempt to escape again until your
Can't
next
skip
turn.
again? Okay.
Until your next turn, yeah.
Gotcha.
Because
Okay.
that was indeed a critical failure.
Oofda.
Oh, guys. Come on. We're only on map 1.
I know.
I know, jeez.
The enter above your heads is just like boom, 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 boom. Could give her a kiss.
I want to try.
Maybe all she needs is love.
I want to try to lie to her.
Like a deception?
Yeah.
Check?
I am going to whisper. I don't think this was part of Toddy P's deal. You sure you want to go this route?
What deal? I'm just here for fun. Roll a deception check.
I dropped it. Hang on. It's not bad. I've done better. 18.
This is against their perception DC.
Oh, well.
Ugh. You only missed it by 1.
I figure as much because mine's currently an 18, and that's with all my negatives.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
And I think I just want to keep having fun. Toddy P doesn't have anything on me. Marisol, it's your turn.
Okay, I would like to go climb twice,
Save
up
yourself.
and then up and back to be a little farther away, trying to get there-ish.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll for that. I'm gonna try and climb.
Yeah, just roll for that.
Well, okay, and then can you still 14?
Okay, you move 5 feet.
Yay!
Mine frighten lower at the end of the creature's turn or my turn? Or does it lower?
It will lower. I think it's probably at the end of your turn. Because it'll either be your turn or the end of the round, so.
One more climb to try and get somewhere that I can free my hands up.
Yep.
That's a 10.
You move 5 feet.
Yes.
One more movement will get you into a place that you can stand up.
God damn it. Okay. I don't need to stand. I just need to be able to let go of a hand. Do I need 1 hand or 2? Fuck. Does it make a difference?
You need 2 hands to climb, because you do not have a climb speed or another skill feat of whatever they're called.
Well, then I'm gonna...
You are not a combat climber.
I'm gonna climb again then, to try and get somewhere that I can stand. That's a natural 20.
Hey.
Let's go. Wow, look at that. You move 10 feet, and I'll even let you... So you move 5 feet, and at that point you can kind of stand up. With a critical success, you would normally get to move 10 feet climbing. I'll just give you a free 10 feet of regular movement
Cool.
to finish out that action.
Let me check how far I don't want to
Oh
be.
god, she jumped!
Yeah, I'm gonna go, okay, wait, and then the 10 feet. I
What?
didn't, right.
They're just trying to leave you in the dust. She's just trying to run.
I'm keeping my distance,
I don't
but
blame her.
I'm not keeping too much distance. And now I can fucking help you, so
I would have left me.
I'm about
He
to
would have
probably.
left him.
I mean, it took me too long to get somewhere that I could help you, that if you're gonna get
Very
thrown down this
true.
hole, I'm gonna be like, oh, we go.
Because she is
But
going
they get
to...
suplexed into the hole.
Actually, she's just going to attack you. She's just going to attack you right now.
Okay.
Because that's easier for her.
Yeah.
She got a 23 for 11 slashing damage. And you're already double enfeebled, so nothing else happens. And then with her second attack, or no, Yeah. She's gonna try to move you. Nope. That is a 14 total. Failure there. Let me see. Because I think... Yeah. That won't work either. Everything requires me to muscle you around. It's just not working now. Started off so hot. She's gonna try to demoralize Marisol. All right. That's gonna be a 19.
And your will DC is 10 plus will.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 19. So,
Beats it.
god damn
And
it.
she's like slashing into Jarrell. Just run while you can. Why'd you come all the way back here? You were almost there. Stabbing fear enters your body. What would you like to do, Jarrell?
We gotta get out of here. So let's see if we can.
We gotta get out of here.
Let's see if we can
Let's blow this
escape.
popsicle man. Let's do that. You're good at that, so I'm hopeful for you, but...
It ain't been working great. I haven't gone above a 10 all game.
yeah. Nope.
Oh my god. 25. No.
Against my
24.
athletics DC, a 24. Okay, that changes things. It's still a success.
Okay.
So you successfully break free. She slashes into you and it loosens her grip while she's like hitting you. And you snap your arm away.
Okay.
You are no longer grabbed, just enfeebled
Now,
too.
do I have to move straight through a space to do tumble through, or can I move to the side?
Tumble through specifically is crossing through an enemy square.
Is the space behind her sure footing? No, yeah, it is. 'Cause I was saying
Yes.
it before.
Yeah, you were just standing there. Yeah.
I will tumble through.
Okay.
After one.
This-
You kind of press against her. She feels oddly sensual, and then you back away. Wrong hole, honey. I'm gonna get kicked off Grimm's dungeon. I've been trying. Been trying for a whole year. So what do you want to do for your third action?
Caress.
I'm thinking.
Caressing is a free action.
Need to check the wording on some things.
Okay. What are you trying to do?
I
Oh,
guess
between your
we'll
ground.
just risk it.
For the biscuit?
I'm going to try and
Leap?
just start making my way around the funnel.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to here, to here, to there. Is sure footing still one diagonal further?
Your character has not moved for me, so
Oh.
I do
Can't
not
skip
know.
that.
Well, there's 20 feet. Is that still sure
Okay.
footing?
Yes.
So, and then 25.
Perfect. So you start sprinting. You escape.
Start sprinting.
You try to move through her space and just kind of like
And
bounce up
was
against her.
Is it a manipulate to resheath the weapon?
It is an action to
Okay.
sheath a weapon. Yes.
Running with a rapier.
Running with the rapier.
That's
All right.
safe.
Oh god.
And I'm
Okay.
just gonna yell Maricel, just run!
Get here and I will!
The last 12 seconds just trying to climb out of this pit, and she gets there. You're
As
just
soon as
running
she
at
gets
her.
up there, I can finally break free.
God, and that poor
I'm
rope.
still faster than you, so.
You weren't even supposed to have that rope.
It's still down there. I can recover it.
All right. Won't enter. Won't enter. Maricel, what do you want to do?
I am
The heck
going
balls.
to pull out my it's a short bow. And I'm gonna fire at her. I'm gonna shoot her. Cause fuck this bitch. Mostly. It's not
the
gonna
range. What's the range on that short bow?
I think it's 60.
Okay. All right.
Short bow, range 60.
Okay.
I did look it up.
Very good.
I
Very
checked.
good.
Hiya! That's good. That's good. Ooh, that's a 25.
25 does hit this hag.
I'm not using. Cool. That's shit. 5 damage. Yeah.
Great.
Cool. I did it. I shot her. And I am.
She stops laughing for like half a second.
With my third and final action, I can't, holding an action is 2 actions, isn't it? I can't wait for Jarrell to catch up to move.
You can ready a stride action, I think.
Can I? I don't even know if you're close enough. I'll do that.
We would just need a trigger. Like, what's the trigger for you to stride? And I need to know where you're striding.
I have to trust the game, and I'm gonna just stride and try and slide down the not fully vertical wall. But I'm waiting until I can do that with Jarrell.
Got it. Okay. So you're ready readying your action to sprint into the funnel.
Has my frightened dropped off?
It's been 2 turns, then no, this is the second one, yeah? So you still have frightened 1?
I frightened 1, but again, the question is, at the end of my turn, it drops?
Or the end of Hers turn?
The end of hers.
Lots of questions.
I don't know the answer. You have the condition.
Make a call.
No. We have the rules. At the end of each of your turns. Yeah. So at the end of your turn.
Cool.
Happy? Scared? Not anymore. Round 3.
Anymore?
Round 4. 3.
I don't know.
Rule 34. The hag.
Oh no. No.
It's gonna run.
No.
Come here, my pretty. I want to play some more. I like it when they're risky. Oh boy. It's gonna move. Stride action. 1 action. Hey, it used a whole action to get to you now.
Nice.
Let's do. Ooh. She's gonna hit you. Let me caress you. 27 to hit.
Fuck off.
Rolling, except for that 2, I'm like rolling above 10s.
What's that like?
Yeah, right?
It's the life, man.
I'm struggling.
One of my metal dice is over there against the drywall right now because I just said get out of here.
What are you throw a metal dice?
It rolled 2 once tonight.
13
my crystal. Nice.
points of slashing damage.
Hang on. Okay, got it.
I think she's just gonna try to hit you again. No. Yes. That was cocked. You're welcome. $18.
I will use flashy dodge. She misses, and I have panache until the end of my next turn.
All right.
Finally, I've been wanting
Hit,
this.
swing and a miss.
I've been
All right,
working for this.
the map's got her there. All right, so that makes it Jarrell's turn.
And I took some shit, so my speed goes up even more.
I don't
Yeah.
understand how your character works.
Well,
Swashbucklers are fun.
here's the thing.
Oh. Yeah, come on, Paizo.
Either way, I know my speed increases by 10. While
Okay.
I have panache.
I would help you look, but you never sent me your character sheet. So.
No, I got it. So I have a 40-foot speed right now.
Lame.
And probably gonna need a free hand, so first action, sheathe the rapier, because it's about to get daring.
Sure. Your little cape is fluttering in the air as you sprint, I assume. Her claw rakes into your back as you're sheathing the rapier. And stride action?
Yes.
Stride. That's 30 feet, though.
Yeah.
So I get there, and I'll just, like, pivot on my heels and be like, are you coming or not? And just keep going.
Yeah.
And I would like to...
We're fucking going.
Stylish. Let's see here.
We're
what's
fucking
this?
going.
And you jump to your deaths, and that's the end of the session. Thanks for coming.
I would
Oh,
like
did I
to
say that was
use
just the first map? That was the only map.
stylish, stylish combatant to gain a +1 circumstance bonus to skill checks with the bravado trait, so that's on you. While in a combat encounter, because I want to basically surf myself safely down this funnel.
Say those many words again to me.
Stylish combatant,
Yeah.
+1 circumstance bonus to skill checks. I don't know.
Oh,
what
plus
this
one
means.
circumstance bonus.
Well, I
Sure,
don't know
yeah,
what this
absolutely.
means. What a bravado trait?
Oh, I've never heard of this in my life.
That's what
I
it's
think you're
what it
making stuff
says,
up.
man. I can copy and paste if you want me to.
This stylish combatant is what this
Yes,
is in. Yeah.
stylish combatant.
Stylish.
But I don't know what this bravado trait is.
Is it saying like an action needs to have the bravado trait?
Yes.
Never seen a bravado trait in my entire life.
Well, it's there.
We are going to say if you're trying to do something in a cool way, then that is fine. So you are trying to slide, so we'll call it a stride action. So you and Maricel, this is also the trigger of
for
your
me.
action. So you are both trying to sprint down the funnel.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You are trying to enter this hole.
Yep.
We see Jarrell sprinting towards Maricel, and then as Maricel has just launched an arrow, they turn boom, 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 as one to face the hole, and they both just do like a little like leap and land to try to surf down into the hole.
100%. I
Uh-huh.
accept all.
Both of you
issues.
give me a reflex save, and that is how this will go.
Yes. Okay. I got a 28. Yeah. I need a calculator, guys. It's a 28, I promise.
31.
Go!
I didn't make up a DC. I went with the DC that is on the hazard that's in this area. 28 is a success. A 31 is a critical success on the dot.
Yes!
Nice.
Ones and
So we
twos, baby.
see-
Ones and twos.
Jarrell
Yeah.
and Maricel, there's this moment of like you're suspended in the air, and we cut to that living room, apartment, house, whatever it is, wherever they are, and we just see like in slow motion like a piece of popcorn drop out of the guy's mouth, and it pans away from his face to the screen, and on the screen there's a camera shot from down in the pit, so it's showing your feet, and you both sailing out onto it, and then everything speeds up again. You land, facing, down, and we see both of you slide as everything's as this wave of rubble and rock slides underneath you. And then just before you disappear into the darkness, you see Maricel trip and start to roll on her face, but Jarrell maintains their footing.
Oh no!
I'd like to believe somehow he knows where the camera is and just smiles.
Somehow.
And as they disappear into the darkness, Maricel tumbling head over heels, and Jarrell sliding into the funnel. We're going to take our break.
Yeah.
We'll be back at 8:08. That's 15 minutes? Perfect. Math.
Perfect.
8:08. Don't go anywhere. We're Grimm's Dungeon. That's Brandon Ross playing Jarrell. Paige Eber on Maricel. I am your GM for tonight / Toddy P. Matthew Robinson. We're Grimm's Dungeon. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't leave. We'll be back in 15 minutes. You screech to a halt. Maricel face first in the ground. Jarrell nimbly jumping off the moving scree.
Well, you see, that wasn't so bad.
Did we take damage from this fall? Because if we didn't, I could do it.
You did.
Damn it. Well, fuck. I've got so much shit for falling and jumping and just moving quickly, and I'm face planting my way down this.
So it was a success. So you only took half damage. So you only took 17 points of damage.
Is that including the 10 feet shorter?
Right.
You didn't take any.
Does that
For
include
her, is that including the 10 feet shorter?
Catfall?
No, I'm letting her apply her own abilities. I believe in her.
Well, it treats falls as 10 feet shorter. So does that affect the damage? He's gonna give me.
You only take 10 points of damage. How's that?
That's better.
Great.
I was just asking. God.
In the silence, the scree continues to Oh, make sure we're off combat music, by the way. And we're on spooky, ominous music. Thank you, Maestro. Maestro Brandon. The dust settles, sort of floating up into the air. That's flickering because this cavern that you have found yourselves inside is only illuminated by torchlight. You look out into the darkness and you can see teoxmaps.com Patreon. Shout out to the people who made this map that I got for free. But you can see there are these trails of stone arcing over this empty expanse, sort of spider webbing out. But further out, you can see they all conjoin into a single bridge spanning a chasm you can't see the other side of. Behind you, there is this hole that you just fell through with a pile of scree that has almost completely blocked it. And then up above the hole, the cavern just extends upward. There's this sort of blank slate of stone that continues further into the sky. And just as you're picking yourselves up, sort of getting your feet again.
I'll help her to her feet. Poor girl.
Quite an entrance, quite an entrance. Roar! There's this crowd screaming now, echoing around the cavern, but not really echoing in the cavern. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You can just hear it in your head. Let's see what happens next. I tell you, these are a couple of wild cards. Do you know that this is not the first gauntlet they have survived? No, I think everybody recognizes Jarrell and Marisol. God, they left that poor bird to die in the first level of the gauntlet. Who could forget that bird, whatever their name was? And their laughter disappears into the abyss. It's quiet. There's this kind of like musty, wet smell in the air. What do you do?
I look for the rope.
I'm gonna drink my healing potion.
You do not see the rope. Assuming that you, I mean, we did not specify. You were given a grappling hook with a rope attached to it.
Yep.
It sounded to me like you unattached the rope and just tied it to a tree and then rappelled down using it, so you could have the end of the grappling hook. You could have the hook if you want.
Have the hook.
But
not
no
the
rope.
But no.
It's okay.
Where'd that rope go? It's somewhere in the funnel. Get that rope out of there.
As I watch her take her healing potion, yeah, that's probably a good idea. We want to live. Chug mine.
You said 2d8 plus
2d8 plus 5 is
Plus
a healing potion lesser.
15.
Oh, huge.
And I think you are both probably distinctly aware how the room where you geared up just had your equipment and nothing else. So even that rope along with these potions were not included in the initial preparations for this level.
Right. Okay. You ready?
No, hang on. I did my math wrong.
2d8.
No, I
What?
applied damage instead of healing, so.
5. Oh God! He chokes
I almost
on
did
the
the
potion.
same. God, he chokes and dies right here.
Stumbles and falls
Hi,
off the
Jarrell.
edge. How
It's 19
fitting.
doubled. 38.
Yes.
Okay. I have fixed my wrongful damage and applied my healing.
Pretty good healing roll.
Yeah, 2 sevens.
2
Better than
7 and a
mine,
5. Yeah.
Pair of 7s.
Nice. Pair of 7s.
Scratch that off my list now. Bye, healing potion.
Okay. I don't know how big this room is.
Goodbye, rope. Grappling hook can stay.
It'll be so useful without the rope.
What about a rope? Maybe we'll find a rope. You never know.
Never know.
He knows.
You never know.
So there's torchlight to our left and to our right.
Yes, so there, if you move forward, so everything behind you is like the wall plus the hole that you fell through. Moving forward, there's a path to the left, to the right, and then they all converge into that bridge spanning a very dark chasm.
I'll just look over to Marcel. Left or right?
Left.
Shing. Start walking.
Daggers.
Okay, move yourselves on the map.
Rapier
as you
and
stroll.
adamantine dagger.
What she thinks she's gonna do with that dagger? It's so small.
There's a little
Echoes.
twirl with
I'll move my 30 feet.
All right, you both make your way once Paige figures out how to use her mouse.
Fucking
Make
shit.
your way down to the door on the left. You see the cavern gives way to chiseled stone and a extremely well-made iron door with a small sign on it.
A small what?
Sign on it
What's the
that
sign?
says the Gauntlet staff only.
Mm. It's got a lock I can pick.
You got thieves' tools on that sheet?
I do. I'm a rogue.
Why?
What do you-
Because I told you that you didn't have any other equipment besides your weapons and armor.
Shit. I'm stupid. I'm correcting it. I'm not
We
listening.
have funny. I like to think that Marissa like goes up and like reaches
It's like automatic.
immediately and then just like holds out two empty hands at the thing.
What are you
We
doing?
didn't give those back to her. What a card. I said that earlier. That's a callback. It was like 2 minutes ago.
She's just whispering I hate it here to herself under her breath.
Is there anything on this door that would act as a peephole or a way you could look through it?
Absolutely nothing.
Just go knock on the door.
Is it
Gung,
locked?
gung, gung. You wait. Nothing.
Is it actually locked?
There's no doorknob or handler on it.
Shit.
Try and push it open.
Doesn't move an inch. I don't think they know how to read. Emily, can we teach them how to read? Oh, I'm still on? Oh, sorry.
The lights that are fixed to here, are they actually like bolted in, or
They're
is,
just-
is it a torch? I
Nope,
can
they're
take
just
off?
like torches set into like
take a
those
torch.
sconces. Yep.
I grabbed the
You
other
have a
one.
torch.
Go.
Oh, I'm learning how to use Roll20, so let me change your characters. I'm going to say you now both emit bright light up to. How do torches? Oh my god!
20
I
and
just
20.
realized I don't know how torches work in Pathfinder.
Oh, Pathfinder.
Is
I
it
really
20
don't know,
feet?
actually. Yeah.
Oh.
It is 20 feet. It's 20 feet bright, 20 dim.
Hey, 20 and 20.
Look at Brandon, 20 and 20. And so now I do low light up to 40 feet. Because then that'll be 20 feet farther.
That'd be 20 and 20, correct.
On. But now just both of you know that you have one hand with the torch, which means you can't have both weapons drawn. Page.
Correct.
Oops.
I will stow
I'll,
my rapier.
do you just want me to hold the torch and you can have 2 daggers?
I'd rather have a light for
Okay.
now.
You can always drop it at your feet.
And
Yeah.
I'm also going to remove those lights. All right.
I will make my way back to the center platform.
Okay. You have the bridge spanning the chasm and an entrance to the right. As you're coming up the stairs, sort of going back to this little clearing where all these paths converge, you glance back at the funnel hole. Sounds really dirty. And you see in the same sort of arcane miasma lettering cross
Mm-hmm.
up against, sort of emblazoned on the wall above the hole.
So do you want to not do what they say real quick, or do you want to do what they say?
How interesting a show would it be if we just did what we were told?
Very boring. I'm gonna make my way. Here.
You hear an increase in the crowd, like murmuring above. Okay, so you see the path now at this fork The left leads to a blank wall off the map. The right leads to, it looks like another, again, created entrance of some sort. You'd have to get closer to see.
I'll get closer if you don't want to.
No, I was fixing that map for stream.
Well, whatever. What is stream? I don't know.
I'll head up there and look around.
They don't know what streaming is. I'm still on? Oh.
Look around up here. Check it out.
So, you see another entrance, again, kind of made of these chiseled blocks of stone. So clearly not part of the cavern. There's 2 more torches, same way. The door, this time, it's not this impenetrable iron. It is just a wooden door in nice condition. It has the same sign that says the Gauntlet staff only.
Well, doubt we're getting through here.
Boo.
I push on the door.
It just rattles.
That feels like more progress than the other one did. I bet you could kick it down.
You see his knees wobbling as he's still in
Why
feeble
don't
too.
you kick it down? I'm not feeling my best.
But that's really your move. I don't want to step on your toes. We can just cross.
I think we should just cross. My knees are feeling a little weak from that tumble.
Okay. That's great.
The murmuring subsides.
As soon as she turns away, I go to the door and kick it.
Athletics check.
uh,
Or an attack roll if you want to beat it, I guess.
or an attack roll?
Yeah, I'll give you an attack roll.
That ain't too bad. That would bring it to a 20 total.
Roll damage.
And what is unarmed? 1d4?
Probably.
Sure.
I have no idea. So 1d4.
I think it is, but I can find it.
4.
Okay. You deal 4 points of damage to the door. So the wood breaks a little bit under your foot, but does not give way.
Does not give way.
Hmm.
Is there any...
Like one of the planks breaks a little bit. So mechanically, it looks like you could just take some time and batter down the door. You wouldn't have to keep rolling. We would just say time passes, assuming that nothing interrupts you.
Was there any sounds or any light on the other side?
You can't tell light-wise because there's no hole yet. But no other sound. Nothing's like stopping. Nothing has changed in the area. He's thinking.
I take the door down.
You spend the next minute, well, assuming Marisol does not stop you, bashing down this door.
Yeah.
I'll return. I'll return and just kind of sit like there in front, like on the top of these little steps, just kind of chilling, watching you do this. Not helping.
Eventually, you make your way through the door. And inside you see it's like a little closet room, like a little storage room. So if you walk in, right in front of you is like, it's not really a chest, it's more like a large covered basket, like box. I'll move you in so you can see. And that's kind of like what you're standing right next to right now. And then in the corner, you just see like a bunch of tools, like a mop and a bucket, you know, for cleaning this chasm.
Rope?
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd have to investigate.
Let's.
Check the
Look
place
in the
out.
basket and stuff. I don't know.
I'ma help you
I'll
look.
check it out.
I'm helping.
What check would you like for that?
You go through the stuff around the mop and the bucket, and you do find a 50-foot rope.
Yes.
And in the box itself, there's a bunch of like, kind of just like unidentifiable junk. But you do, the only really interesting thing you find is an empty lantern instead of a torch.
No oil.
It's just not lit.
Oh, cool.
Is the lantern something I could hang to myself?
I'd let you, put it on your body, yeah.
Okay. I'll light it and give it
I'll
to
allow it.
Marcel. There you go. Now you can have 2 hands.
Great. I'll like hook it on a belt loop. Or 17 belts. I don't know.
And then I'll head to the
What
cross.
do you know? Your bright light now shines 30 feet, and your low light
Nice.
is 30 feet past that. Wow.
Ooh, it got brighter. Okay. Is that it? All right.
That was all in the room.
Fuck, we're going. I guess I can lead the way.
Probably not safe. Come on now.
Well, what do you
Just make sure
suggest?
it's not going to fall or anything, you know?
Vroom,
I'll
vroom.
take a rock and chuck it across the,
Cross,
like out onto the thing.
cross. You pick up a rock and you toss it down the road. Seems sturdy. It scatters,
If I get off to
knocks
the
a couple
side
small
here,
stones into the chasm.
Can I just stand right here on the ledge and make sure there's actually, it looks like it'll support our weight?
Yeah, so it looks the exact same as all of these other stone paths that you've kind of been walking up and down. Obviously, it gets farther away from the walls of the chasm itself, but it looks just sturdy, no cracks, nothing that you can see amiss.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, never mind. It seems safe enough. You may go first, I will.
I've got the brighter light.
All right. If you don't mind, I'll wait
All right.
till you cross, just because I still don't trust its weight capacity.
Can you
Alright.
do anything from distance?
No.
Then why don't you cross first?
Okay. And I will
And I can
begin to
cover you.
cross.
If anything.
Move 5 feet by 5 feet
I switched to the short bow.
for no reason.
I take a
whatsoever.
step.
Seems fine.
I take a step. I take a step.
A spear hurtles from the darkness.
Oh no!
Everybody roll for initiative.
Yeah. That checks out. Oh, that's really good.
Plus
Good times.
perception?
Yes, unless you were doing something else, like you didn't specify that you were sneaking or doing anything else.
No. Okay.
So, just a reminder for all of this Pathfinder 2nd edition fanatics, your initiative is whatever action you were taking. So if you were doing an exploration action, sneak, or stealth, I think it's just called sneak, you would be rolling stealth as your initiative if that's what you were doing when combat initiated. The default is perception. It is not a separate skill. Initiative is not a separate skill like in D&D fighting, which is cool because then it means you don't have some sort of weird thumb stat. If you're doing what your character's good at, you will roll good initiative. So that being said, what did you guys roll with your perception?
28.
28. Okay, much better than last time. Let me roll. Also, can we get the combat music going again?
It already is.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Brandon on the ones and twos tonight. He's our cameraman and our music man.
Hopefully it's
Camera,
all
piano
right.
man. Camera, piano man.
You're the cameraman.
These folks? Not that there's anybody out there. I mean, who's to say? Certainly not me. Did not roll super well. Great. All right. So the spear flies through the air, and it comes from, and I'm gonna point cardinally. I'm gonna ping this direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So from,
You can't see who threw it though?
can you
Yeah.
see it on the map?
Yes.
Then yes, you can.
Okay.
Cool.
And they 20 to hit.
Hit me.
Yep.
Flashy dodge.
What's your AC now?
23.
Nice.
Misses.
I have panache into my
So
crit.
you hear it just like a
Yes! The panache.
whistling through the air, and it comes into range of your torch just as you move forward. You see this massive figure seemingly standing on the air, but you can see there's some sort of like floating magical platform out there that they're like is separate from the bridge, and they just like chucked a spear at you, and you see an ogre, and you think you can see two smaller figures scrambling around its body, but you can't maybe quite make out what they are. But you see this ogre, and as the torchlight sort of like grows up its body, you see this large figure, and it's just got this stupid grin on its face as it readies another spear.
Okay.
Marisol, you're first. Round one.
Fight.
Gauntlet. Round one. Gaunt.
Lit.
I'm gonna call out, try to demoralize. Is there a range on that? Oh, within 30 feet. Wait, can I also, if I can see it on the map, I can see it?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, because in your torch can
cool.
see. Because
But
dynamic lighting, which I've never used before.
I know, I don't know if I have either, so like, it's new.
Yeah,
Anyway.
if you can see it on the map, then your light extends.
Yeah. She's farther than I want her to be. And it doesn't do what I want anyway. She has to be within 30 feet to demoralize. Which is fine. I don't want to block your path.
The spear clatters off into the darkness, falling into the chasm. Vroom, vroom, vroom. The cross, the word, pulses on the wall behind you.
I'm going to just go away. Okay. I'm just gonna go away.
My God, she jumped into the chasm.
Bye. I'm
No,
sorry.
it doesn't say enter.
I will take a
Wrong
shot
hole, wrong hole.
at her, at the big ogre.
With your
Yeah,
short
I'm just
bow?
gonna do that first. That's
With your short bow?
with my short bow.
Did you take an
Just
action to
right-
swap it for your other weapons?
I swapped it once Jarrell started crossing.
Yeah, okay.
Roll
Yeah,
the
you
tape
did.
back. I said it.
All right, all right.
No,
I
she
believe you.
did. She
Just
did.
making sure.
That's a 24 to hit.
You're trying to strike the ogre?
Oh, because I was frightened before. Yes.
That is a hit.
Nice. 8 damage.
Your arrow pierces into its shoulder. It continues to ready a spear.
And I'm gonna... Doral, are we just gonna keep moving? I'm not too worried about this one.
Book it.
Great. Can I... What's the deal with, like, passing?
You can walk through a person's square, you just can't stop on it.
Okay.
An ally square, I mean.
30 feet. Is
Otherwise,
this
tumble
far?
through.
Tumble through. Don't fail your throws.
That's a stride.
Don't be Drill.
Don't be Jarrell. He fails tumble throughs. Don't be like Jarrell.
I'm gonna just run again.
Stride.
Stride. Whatever. Wait. There we go.
Okay. Jarrell, you're next.
Run.
So I have Panache, which gives me 40 feet of movement.
Great.
And the right path, to make sure this is displayed correctly, looks like it does descend a bit, so we could potentially have some cover if we went right.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes, as Mero so like nimbly jumps past you, and you're like, "Damn, I wish I could have done that with the hag."
Yeah, basically.
Her lantern illuminates these sort of branching 3 paths ahead. One that stays on the same level you're at, one that descends a little bit on the right, still moving across the chasm, and one that descends
I'm gonna
less
blitz
on the left.
past Maricel.
Yo, was that a 2-action?
2-action move.
2-stride action move?
Oh,
You got
yeah.
a third
Action.
action. You're already
Whoa.
cross.
So I will be there, and I will take a third action to, and this may be wrong, you'll have to give me some direction here.
Okay.
I would like to take a good perception to look around and make sure it's going to attack us or harass us here at this lower path.
Very good. Yeah. Let me. It will be a secret. I'll roll perception for you. So you don't forget your roll.
Plus 9.
Plus 9. Okay.
Actually, no, hold on. Plus 10. Because I have the circumstance bonus from Swashbuckler Style. Nope, that's not
Okay.
right.
Okay.
I have it from something. Stylish Combatant. Does that make sure that applies here? Never mind, just plus 9. It's not going to apply. Plus 9. Final answer. Plus 9. And as I pass her, I'm just going to be like, going lower path for cover.
Very calm. Going lower path for cover.
Well, I mean, yeah. Lower path, get some cover.
You take a quick scan, so obviously you can't see super well onto the... Or I guess it's below it, so you can kind of see onto the left path. From what you can see, no danger that is apparent to you right now.
Okay.
You will see that in this bottom area, right where you're standing in front of on the right path, it dead ends, so it's just kind of like an area. The walls are like really rough and cavernous, whereas the top path, the wall that stops at the other side of the cavern, was very smooth and had 2 torches set onto the wall up on the top path. So that's kind of all the things you gathered, but no danger that you can see.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right. Now, it's ye old ogre's turn.
Ogre.
So they're reaching behind with the arrow sticking out of them. Looks like they're grabbing a spear. But what actually comes flying through the air at Marisol,
Oh, Jesus.
using a 2-action ability called Toss Kobold,
Jesus.
Oh my god, I love it.
is a small red-skinned kobold, complete with gear, just hurtling through the air as this ogre goes and chucks this kobold at you.
Goodness.
I didn't know
That
ogres
is-
could cast magic. Of course, then again, I guess, you know, magic word yeet is a pretty common spell.
And it uses the athletics skill. Amazing. Does a 28 hit?
Yeah.
Great. There is now, as this kobold slams into
She
you,
doesn't
it
get
is prone.
knocked off. Okay, good.
No, it is prone next to you. You are going to take
Some damage.
not the best roll. Not the worst, but definitely not the best. 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof. Okay.
Now, it
5.
does look 15. What did I say?
15.
I said 15, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Now, it does look like the kobold took some of that.
Yeah.
It does not look like a very healthy kobold, we'll say
Mhm.
that much. But it is prone and next to you. And that was a 2-action throw kobold. So with its second attack now, it's going to throw a spear.
Oh, great. Good.
Does
And it
throw
can only see
kobold-
one of
does,
you,
Does
so-
throw
Well,
kobold
great.
have
Well.
maps?
Yes.
Thank goodness.
Does the kobold itself look vicious and ready to attack and fight? Or is it
look-
like, I just got thrown, what's going on?
It looks like that, but like it would bite you if once it gets its bearings.
Sure. Cool.
With maps. Ooh, 19?
Miss.
Miss. Spear clatters off into the darkness. Now it is, in fact, this kobold's turn. They are going to take 1 action to stand up. And then with action 2, they are going to stab you.
They'll try. Oh, I can nimble dodge. I'm gonna nimble dodge. You didn't even say what they rolled yet. I'm just gonna dodge. It makes my AC a little higher. That's it.
22.
That misses because of nimble dodge!
Hey! Do you get anything when they
It
miss?
misses.
Huh?
Do you get anything because it missed?
No.
No? Oh.
Nah, this is just I can reaction nimble dodge and it adds 2 to my AC against that attack only. Because it's normally a 21, but that makes it a 23, and you rolled a 22!
And with its last action, it scampers off back the way you guys came up the bridge away from you. And it gets an extra 5 feet from its action scamper. You still want to kill it? Oh my
No.
god, why? It's scampered away
It's
from
scampered. You can't
It's
kill
so
that.
scared.
It's scampered. It's scared.
You're
He
already
knows.
dead.
He ran away. He knows what's up.
you. From behind
He's just
you.
going to go to the break room.
He's just gonna go. Maybe they have the key.
I wonder if they have the key. Okay, we have
Get
to kill
him.
them now and get the key.
Get him.
Clearly.
From behind me?
No, from behind the ogre,
Oh, okay.
you see some arcane symbols appear in the air. And then this sort of like wobbly floating ball of liquid appears and flies like arcing through the air through you as this other kobold, one can assume, flings a large glob of acid at you. Take a reflex save.
Oh, sure. That was almost a natural one, but it wasn't. It's a 25.
Huge.
25.
Huge. Because the 13 and the 1 are right next to each other, and it
Okay.
hit. Anyway.
So you will
Does this-
take
Does this have a
half.
critical success?
half damage. So you're only going to get 2 points of acid damage. However, you also take 1 point of persistent acid damage as it splashes on the ground and up onto your clothes.
Cool, good.
And then something else happens that you don't know about. Crazy. And that is the end of their turn, which brings us back to Maricel.
Are you going for him?
No, that was Matthew. That was not me. I don't even have that much movement. I still want to be able to see. I am gonna stride backwards up along this top ledge. 30 feet there. And I can still see her on the map. And I think I can still reach her with my short bow. So...
Yes, because you have that lantern, so... Because if you didn't have that lantern, they would be outside your dim light.
Can I...
Ooh. Crazy.
Crazy.
I'm feeling cozy with my little mug.
Can I
Hope
roll
you're
it back
okay.
and demoralize before I move? Pretty please.
Fine. Roll your intimidation check.
You are cozy.
Against the ogre?
Yes. And I'm just saying, please come and play. That's not good. That's probably... no, that's like an 11.
No.
Well, whatever. I move and I shoot her.
All right.
Wait. God.
You guys
I
know the
need to
ogres
roll
are
the
super
hit.
gross murderous
I
creatures.
move and I shoot her. It's
All right, attack
That's-
roll. Let me see it.
good. 26.
26 is a hit.
Yay. I need to get her fucking off guard so I can get that extra damage. It's 6 damage.
They take 6 points of piercing damage.
I'm not forgetting anything. Yeah. Thank you.
Jarrell. Oh, sorry. One thing for Maricel, since you're still on the top row,
Uh-huh.
on the wall you can
Oh.
see a handprint in between the two torches up against the wall.
Like what?
Like just on the wall, like a little indentation in the stone.
Okay, got it.
Jarrell, what
Oh.
you got?
Look up. You're not gonna take cover?
Someone's got to put the show on. I thought you were good at that.
Yeah. At close range.
How do you get them to close range? I'm trying.
Are you good?
No? Are you?
No.
Great!
I'm gonna go get the door.
Do something!
I got a door.
I have a handprint.
Door first.
To clarify, this is a dead end. That is not a door. I just had to block off
Oh,
the
it's
map.
a dead end.
Yes.
I got a dead end.
Great, I have a handprint.
Oh gosh.
And the hope that they can move and taunt them into close range, but that even might be worse.
30. Is that in your... No, that would be out of your way. Technically, right?
I'll just jump over you.
You guys can move through each other's spaces.
Full Frogger.
I know, but I'm
over
already
you.
at 2 action move. So...
You literally don't have anything range.
No. Gotta love it. This is 40 feet. Of course you are. I guess handprint.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. I don't know. I don't control your
Let's
characters.
count the other way. You moved.
No, that's where it is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
right in
yeah.
the center up here.
No, I was asking Jarrell.
Oh, I see.
What's down
to
the
the
other
left.
way?
Just looking. Does anything catch my interest, or just the handprint?
Are you taking an action to perceive, or
I would love to actually. I'm gonna put myself back there, and I will take an action to perceive.
you said you got a 9
Yes, I was plus 9.
perception?
Yes.
It looks like a confusing maze that leads to other dead ends.
I think the handprints are best bet.
All right.
And I'll just turn and face the ogre, rapier ready to deflect a spear. I did it once. I'll do it again.
I'm sure that'll work out for you.
Thanks for the confidence.
Okay.
Here or Kobold. We'll see.
Okay.
Please throw the magical kobold.
For the little guy.
So that was Drell's turn. Now the ogre's turn. You guys are so far away now.
Damnedest thing, ain't it?
Hmm.
Did we get too far for you?
They've got weak little arms.
It's gonna
Thought
throw
you
it
wanted
anyways.
to play.
It's gonna throw it anyways. At a -4 for being 2 steps outside its range. Ooh, still rolling pretty good
Who's
though.
it throwing at?
So you,
Uh,
gosh, I don't know, a -4, 27.
Get fucked.
Yeah. Another kobold comes hurtling through the darkness.
Oh no!
Ah.
The little guy.
Slams into you for. Where's my other D8? There we go. Ooh, better. 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
That hurt.
Ooh.
That hurt. Which does look like it hurt the kobold, and now this little less armored kobold is prone next to you. And then it's gonna try a spear with its last action, even with the penalty. Just see what happens. I don't think that'll do it. That is a miss as another spear clatters into the darkness. Not even close. Okay.
Jarrell is visibly sweating.
Marisol still has acid on her.
When does that happen? Top of the turn, bottom of the turn?
Somewhere on the turn. I'll look it up.
See this other kobold with the spear scurry forward, and they're going to launch their spear at Jarrell and also completely whiff.
Thank goodness.
And that was all of their actions because they had to stride
Did
twice to
they-
get there.
Never mind.
Did they what?
Hey, what?
Never mind.
This little mage is going to first action pull out a hammer. Second action hit Jarrell. Miss Jarrell. I think you can do it, little guy. We're gonna take a second attack. Come on.
No.
Natural 4.
Wait.
So they miss twice.
How do you
Swinging
gauge
at
a
you.
critical miss?
What's your AC?
21.
4 plus their second max. It's a critical miss.
I would like to use opportune riposte.
Because it's more than 10 minus. Like all the scaling is in
I
tens.
will take advantage of an opening from their fumbled attack. And
Okay.
Make a melee
Yeah.
strike against them.
Yes, yes, yes.
Go.
Pretty good.
Ooh. Knock him out. Knock him straight off this bridge.
23.
23 is a hit on this small kobold.
Is 11 points of piercing damage. Dex-based weapons, thank goodness.
Dab into them, and they look ill as they stumble barely upright.
Well, they did take an action to stand up, did they?
Oh, you're right. So they wouldn't have gotten the second hit. Oh wait, no, you're right. Where am I? I'm the mage. Action to stand up, 2 actions to swing.
How'd they pull their
That was
hammer
right.
out? You
One
pulled your
action
hammer
swing.
out and you swung twice from
We'll erase the second attack. Yeah, but the first one was worse than the 4, I think.
Okay.
I think it was a 2, so it still would have been a critical
So
miss.
they're critical. Okay.
Yeah, because even if it was higher, I think they would have had to roll up they would have had to roll at least a 5 to not be a
Not
critical
critical
miss.
miss.
Yeah, and they did not. Definitely didn't do that. So they only swung once. Fine. I forgot they were prone. But they're still stumbling around. Like they're dying. Because they are. Now, as you stab into this creature, Marisol, you're looking forward towards the handprint. Off the left-hand path, you see the creature kind of reveal themselves from the darkness, sort of having pressed themselves up against the wall. You see another large creature appear. Sort of their skin and their clothing the same color as the sheets of rock that make up the sides of this chasm.
Hey.
And they begin. Is it a large creature? Now I'm questioning myself. It is large, right?
I simply
sure.
cannot tell you that.
It's tall. It's at least it's large.
It's at least tall. It's just Matthew.
It's me. I just painted myself gray. No, this tall,
Horrifying thing.
gray-skinned creature with these sort of blank white eyes pulls itself from the side. Not like it was like camouflaged or anything, but it was just sort of hiding up against you. You didn't see it until your secret perception check revealed it. It is now the top of round 3, and it's going to take its turn because it rolled real good initiative.
No.
And that was 25. How much is its speed? Holy shit. Alright. Didn't look at the speed before. Synth Weasel, thank you for the 6-month sub. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Nice.
That really means a
Let's
lot.
go.
Thanks for stopping in for this Grimm's
Well-
Gauntlet. You're going to watch this. I'm not going to reveal what it is because you guys haven't done any checks on it and it's just revealed itself. But this darling little creature is going to do 30, 35, 40. And if it looks too fat to be on the bridge, get over it. It's just wide. It's a big token.
If you want Matthew
One
to
action
do,
to stride.
when you click on a creature, if you hold Alt, you can drop it not snapping to map.
I did it.
There you go.
Nice. Good job.
Go team. Everybody air 5.
That's the worst thing we've ever done on this show.
I
We're
don't
gonna make a
know.
GIF.
You watch this show? At
That-
10
that
p.m.
trip-
it gets pretty wild.
Trio air 5 was for you, Synth Weasel. That was action 1. Stride. Ooh, what do I want to do with this thing?
That was a big boy stride.
That was a big boy stride. I think it's gonna do. Oh, it doesn't have to move anymore. What am I saying?
Oh fuck.
Its clauses. Well, I guess you're up 1 level. Fine. It's gonna stride just to there. 1 more.
Mm-hmm.
And then with its long reach of 10 feet, it's gonna reach up and slash into Maricel.
Please no.
Ooh, 13 on the die.
But,
Shouldn't have told you that, but
yeah.
claws, 10 feet of reach.
Nick,
29.
I think I used my reaction this turn. No, I'll nimble dodge. I think I have my
29.
reaction. That doesn't make a difference. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Full damage.
I'm going down. Oh no.
Maybe not. 16 points of slashing damage.
I'm down.
Oh.
Fuck! God damn you.
At least you weren't off guard if you hadn't have seen it.
I would not, also wouldn't be off guard because I have a thing about that, but that's fine.
Well, you know what? I don't care about your skills.
He's unconscious anyway. It's a 29, it's gonna hit. That's more damage. I'm down.
Jarrell, you see you're stabbing into this kobold, and then you just hear Maricel cry out. And as you turn your head to look and see what's going on, you see her fall to the ground, and then you just see this massive, towering gray figure remove their claws from Maricel's body.
Well, that's bad.
Maricel, it's your turn.
Oh, fun. Real fun and good. That's a 19 for my save.
So you were dying 1. So you now are stable and wounded 1, is that correct? Dying rules?
Yes. I still have persistent damage. God damn it. There's acid on me. No, acid? Poison? I don't know.
That's it.
Something.
So let's go order of events.
Thank
It hit you. You went down.
It went down.
That was its last thing. You will take the damage. Persistent is at the top of your turn.
Okay.
Because if it was at the bottom and you saved, it wouldn't matter for that turn, so that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So that actually means that you took damage while you were dying, which means you go down to dying 2. But you saved,
So I'm back
or
to dying.
you, whatever it's called.
Mhm.
So you are now dying 1.
Cool.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Does that sound correct?
That sounds
dying
correct.
1 or wounded 2 and stable?
So you have to work
No.
your way
Work your
back
way.
up,
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah.
Because the recovery check, a success, your dying value is reduced by 1.
Mm-hmm. No,
And
this
you
sounds
needed to
correct.
You got a 19, which would have beat the 12, which would have been the DC because you were dying 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just taking damage, and whatever level increases your dying condition. But it wasn't like a crit; it was just persistent.
Right.
This is why persistent damage is lethal.
Yep.
Remember that spider that killed that bird in level 1? Persistent damage.
Mm-hmm. Remember,
Damage.
yeah, how Morgan's character died? I'm about to do the same fucking thing.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Certainly not me.
Maybe.
Jarrell, how do you want to handle this?
Save me.
Can I get just the non-check description of what I see, what this creature is, to refresh the player's memory?
It is a towering, 7-foot creature with arms almost dragging on the ground with these long claws. It is humanoid, and it's just covered in these sort of dark clothing, and their eyes, as you work your way up its body, are just these white, not quite glowing, but reflecting the lantern and fire back at you with these empty orbs. Their hair is gray, kind of reminding you of the mangy, matted hair of the hag that was up above. Does your shirt say "Feral Girl Fall"?
Yes, it does.
Sorry,
Thank you.
I'm
And
thinking.
it's got a possum.
My apologies.
That's pretty lit.
I love it.
All right, let's get crazy.
Okay.
I have a torch in one hand and a rapier in the other, and a dream.
All right. So that was your first action?
But no,
Dreaming?
what?
What?
An action dreaming.
What are we trying to do?
Okay.
Dabbing ourselves, Bonnie?
What was that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I will stride 10 feet.
It's like shoulders and head is level with your feet.
Yeah, good. I'm gonna shove
Just
the
paint a
torch
picture.
into its face and eyes. Try and knock it off balance to fall off this thing.
Okay, so would you like to make an attack or a shove?
I will make an attack because I want to burn its face and eyes with the torch and send it into hopefully some kind of confused frenzy.
Okay. Make an attack roll with the torch, which is going to be an improvised weapon that deals 1d4 plus
don't-
1 fire damage.
I don't have an improvised weapon thing. What do you add?
You should be. I don't know if it'll be. You might add less than normal because it's not something that you're proficient
Simple
in.
weapon, -2 item penalty to attack rolls. GM determines amount and type of damage the attack deals. and any
1d4
weapon
plus 1
trait
fire
that-
damage.
Right.
What is your to hit normally?
Normally it is plus 11, so it'll be plus 9.
Yeah,
Okay,
that sounds good to me
gotcha.
for this moment.
So that'd be a 16.
16 does not hit its AC.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well then.
Its claws like sink into the ground at your feet as it looks up to you, and it just says, "Don't bother."
30 feet away. I'm running.
Stride. Was that your second action? Because you just attacked, correct? You did it. 1 attack and 1 stride.
Stride, attack, stride.
Oh, you strode to get there.
I had to stride to get there.
Yeah. Very well. The timing of this is very interesting. See how far away you are. 45 feet. Dang.
I'm unconscious.
You hear, Maris, obviously you can't see because you're unconscious. Jarrell, I don't think you can see the ogre anymore. Is that correct?
I mean, it kind of depends upon.
Oh, well, I
how
guess
per light.
the lantern is still like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
active still. You might be able to see it. Either way, you see the ogre is preparing a spear, but it does not take any other strikes. This little kobold
That could.
gonna run up here. That was 20 feet. stop on your body, which is unfortunate. Ooh, and it threw its spear last turn. It's gonna go another 25. The second stride. So it couldn't get its last 5 feet because of her body. And then it is going to draw another spear. And that is its turn.
Okay.
Now this other little kobold that could. He's going to one action stride right here. And then I'm going to need Jarrell. Oh wait, nope. This is an attack roll. Just kidding.
Okay.
Just kidding.
JKs.
LOLs.
Whoop. Ooh, not bad. You'd think that its spell attack would be easier to find. Okay. That is a 25. That's a really good
Yep.
roll. But that was just a regular success.
Regular success.
It raises its hand. Oh, it had a hammer. It just needs one hand free.
Spell casting? That's a great question.
Spellcast might
I don't know the
need
rules
to.
for Pathfinder. I only know for D&D.
Arcane. I guess I'm pretty sure it only needs 1 free. Manipulate only requires 1. Yeah, we're gonna call it. Only needs 1 free. As these vines kind of appear out of the air and begin to wrap around your body, specifically your legs. Your next round, as these vines are just kind of like whipping around your legs, you take a -10 foot penalty to your speed.
Okay.
For 1 round.
Gotcha.
You can attempt to escape it to remove the penalty. And it had to stride to get there, and Tangle Vine is 2 actions, so that is its turn. Top of the round. It is this new creature's turn.
I'm gonna have nightmares about that thing.
You don't even know what it is.
It's terrifying. It's spooky.
It moves 1 more step up the staircase. And then, if Marisol were awake, she would see its hand down by its hip begin to make some little jagged manipulations in the air, almost like its hand is like a jittering hunk of metal. But nothing else happens. And I'm going to look up one rule to make sure that I'm doing this correctly, and then we are going to move on.
Oh God. Oh, Jesus.
Moving on.
Because something went off in my brain, and I was like, I don't think I can do that, because I think you can only ready a single action, and this is a 2-action thing, so I can't do that. You're welcome. So instead, you see its hand down by its hip, ready to do something else. That's not quite as cool, but it's still going to
I
suck.
don't see any of it
So
actually.
Just because I am still learning, you can only ready a 1-action thing.
It requires 2 actions to use the ready action, but you were using those 2 actions to ready a single action. So like you were taking 2 actions to ready to swing a sword or to like make a strike or something. So the spell was a 2-action spell, so I would not be able to do that. Okay. Fine. It readies something else. You think mechanically. Marcel, do you want to make another recovery check?
Yeah, and I still have persistent damage, so I go to dying 2, and then I make my recovery check.
Just get a critical success.
It's an 11! Which is a success!
The DC's 12, because you're dying 2. It's 10 plus your dying condition.
Yeah! Okay, I'm dying 3. No!
Sorry. What a good show. And that time, you hear it inside your head, Juro. We see Marisol's body convulse once as the acid burns into her flesh. We cut away to a window inside this apartment, and it's showing the cloudless moon floating in the sky, and it pans around the living room to show that the girlfriend is now cuddled up next to the guy. They're both sharing the armchair, and he's got an arm around her and she's got an arm around him. The popcorn bowl is empty, just sitting on the floor with a few crumbs littering in the carpet around it, as they're both watching Marisol's body convulse. Joe, it is your turn.
Is the handprint just 1 square further north?
Correct.
I will take 1 step further north.
Across the stone wall in front of you, it says, "Cross again." Below it, a little dot appears. A little dot appears. A little dot appears. Faster. And then that is when you hear a crack. And if you turn around, you see a few pieces of stone fall away from the bridge right here. It was a free action to touch the stone. You have 2 actions left.
Okay. And I have no idea how long this spell is going to be on me, so let's try to escape.
It's for 1 round. I did say that before you take this action.
Okay. Then...
So after you finish this turn, it'll be gone. They're like not like restraining your movement, they're just like flapping around in the air, basically just inhibiting you from moving as quickly as you normally do.
Got you.
If you had critically
even
failed.
with, when you consider tumble through, it has to end with my movement in consideration or not in consideration. Because as it stands, the kobold is exactly 20 feet away from me. But because of the penalty, I only have 20 feet of movement.
Correct. So you would not be able to tumble through this
Not
turn.
be able to tumble through this turn.
Yeah. Because it's striding up to your speed, and you could finish out your full stride if with a successful acrobatics check. But since you don't have that movement to stride through them, you cannot.
Got it.
Yes.
Want to make sure. Just need to check real quick how long that's going to be.
How we doing, Paige?
If my turn comes around, I die. because I take persistent damage, which takes me to dying 4.
Now, I think we've already done this once before incorrectly. For fire, there is a check, but I am going to
Right.
look up and just make sure that acid doesn't always have a check, because I don't know.
I mean, I think like there, like you can. I can't do anything though. I would need Jarrell
Right.
to do something for me.
Yeah, you would have to, like, it's the same thing as the flame. You would have to take an action.
Oh wait,
Like a flat check.
should I have been rolling flat checks to try and recover from the persistent damage?
No, it works. I'm looking it up right now. Like, it kind of works the same way as fire, where it's like you have to take an active
Got it. Oh, okay.
thing, and that would give you the flat check. Like, you'd have to use an action to, like, try to smother the fire or to try to wash off the acid.
Yeah.
We're doing
Simon,
everything correctly. You're doing
You
great.
know. You know.
Yeah,
Alright.
that really sucks.
This kobold's not looking so hot in front of me.
No, not at all.
Alright. I'm gonna use my third action to attempt to stab him.
Okay.
Is a 14.
On this kobold warrior, that is a miss.
Yep.
Got your turn. Okay.
So now it is the ogre's turn. Nothing happens. Kobold warrior is going to attack. Twelve. 3.
Opportune riposte.
Yep. They still look a little dazed
22.
from being tossed through the air. 22 does hit.
Nine points of piercing damage.
Describe your kill.
Yes.
He's got a spear.
Yeah.
So the first one, just parry it. Second one, knock it aside with the torch to leave myself nice and open so I can just do a quick forward thrust right through its throat. Then I'll raise my boot up and just slowly push him off.
And they slump to the side, hitting the staircase on the left, and then coming to complete stillness. Little, Meiji Kobold's turn.
And
They, seeing this... Sorry, do you have something else with your riposte?
I'm not sure. I have to check something. This system only has one reaction per turn.
Correct.
I have nothing then. So I had another thing I could do, but it triggers on a kill with a reaction. So it had to have been my full turn to do this. So I'm
Sure.
good.
Cool.
Bummer.
Bummer.
This little mage.
Bummer.
I've got my story die.
Oh no.
Not like it has a special meaning like story, but it's the one I use for like most important roles.
Yep, that's why I said
For
oh
a
no.
little
I got it.
the Gauntlet
Oh, yeah.
metaverse mechanics. Okay.
Could I gain a panache off that kill?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool.
Torch parry.
Yeah.
The sparks fly out into the chasm, illuminating the despondent scene in front of you. You see this little mage, kobold, with their little hammer out, lowering their hand from the spell. You're no longer also slowed by these vines.
Yep.
And it's like, for a second, all the crowd murmuring and that distant voice of the floppy-haired man disappears for like, you swear, just a second. And the kobold cocks its head like it's listening to something. And then it looks at the very tall creature next to it, which slowly turns its head to look at it. We cut back to the living room. There's an ad playing on the screen. 2-for-1 sale! Come get your wagon. And you swear it's Tyke's voice. As this like incredibly large like wagon with square wheels for some reason rolls
Poor
across the
Tyke,
screen. Clunk, clunk,
reduced
clunk,
to
clunk.
a wagon salesman.
And then horse not included. And it cuts back. The girlfriend and the boyfriend are sitting there like covering their mouths. It cuts back to the scene. And they see Maricel. You're gonna take 8 points of healing.
Oh shit.
As this little kobold reached down behind it and just touched the top of your head, healing you. Before it scampers off. Nope. Let me double check that is correct.
So I was dying 3, so I'm now wounded 3? I know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I'm not
Wounded
dead.
3 with 8.
With 8 hit points.
You all see Jarrell. You see this kobold crouch down, reach behind it, heal Maricel, and then you see this tall creature rip the head off the kobold. And it falls into the darkness.
Oh.
Okay.
2-for-1 sale! Horse not included. Clunk, clunk, these square wheels go across the screen. It cuts back Maricel. The next shot that these people see is Maricel waking up.
This motherfucker's manipulating the programming.
So good. So
You see
good.
the Iron Hag whip the kobold's head off into the darkness. And they take another step up here. And one more. Alt. I did it. Blocking the path.
Great.
Facing
Cool, great.
Jarrell. One action to kill the kobold. You all saw it. Second action,
To move.
the
Try.
step. Okay. Third action. grab Marisol's body. Prone on the ground. Athletics check. You are awake.
Yep.
8 hit points. Wounded 3. So you are prone, so make sure that is on there. You don't have to roll.
Oh.
I'm rolling against you.
I don't know.
I know you got
I'm
excited.
prone. I just woke up. I'm prone. I'm wounded 3. I've got persistent damage. Prone means off guard. As well. Everything's great. What's happening?
Go.
God fucking wait. I can. This doesn't make a difference. I can deny advantage, so I'm not.
What the fuck is advantage?
It says it's called deny advantage.
Okay.
Which means I'm not off guard to. It doesn't apply here. Fucking, I don't. Kill me again. It's fine.
You are grabbed.
Great.
You are prone and grabbed. Grappled. Grabbed. Grabbed is the condition, grappled is the action. God, that messes me up so bad. Why didn't they just call it
The
grab?
condition is grabbed, the action is grappled.
Yeah, that bothers me so
Great.
much.
I've just got so many conditions. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Where's that little hand? I like that little hand for grabbed. Grappled.
God.
Fuck. Okay. Is everybody clear where we're standing right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Marisol, it's your turn. Have fun.
What can I even do? I have 6 different conditions on me right
You have
now.
your character sheet, use it.
You can
I don't know.
go for an escape with slippery prey.
You're right.
A little escape, a little
I
stand up, a
just
little
need to
tumble
see
through.
what immobilized
The world's
means
your
real
oyster.
quick. Got it.
You're not immobilized, you're just grabbed. You're not restrained.
Grabbed, when I added grabbed, it added immobilized.
Oh, I guess that's true, yeah. Yeah, because you can't move away.
Yeah, it's just that I can't move. It's not
Yeah.
like,
You can't take anything with the move trait or
yes,
whatever.
move trait off the table. Okay, first things first, would I be able to, like, wipe the acid off while I'm being grabbed by this creature and, like, try to stop the persistent damage? First step.
You would be able to take off your outer layer of clothing if you think that is the best use of your action economy. You would attempt a flat check.
I need to get this persistent damage off. Well, okay. I'll try to escape first. That's also on the list. Order of operations doesn't super matter. So we'll try to escape.
Okay. This little snail means acid. I keep forgetting.
It's a 19. Acrobatics.
We are going to use its what is going on with this creature? DC here. That is a failure. It doesn't matter.
Why not?
Just cross.
Take me across?
No.
I'm gonna try to escape again.
You can imagine this thing looming over. It doesn't even have to bend down to grab you with its like long,
Yeah.
like unnatural arm just holding on to your ankle.
That's a lot better. But it's slippery prey, so it's not as bad. 14, 24, 24.
Is that with the maps?
Yes.
Meets it, beats it.
Fuck yes! Oh my god. Great, I'm running.
Oh yeah, because you're prone.
Fuck you! I'm getting the poisoned acid off of me. I'm getting that.
You don't want to stand up?
Nope. I want to not take persistent damage.
Okay. So you shed like some of your like outer layer of clothing, or attempt to, with a flat check. Let me pull up the kobolds. Oof. Oh my god. Okay.
I am far too bad, too low, to be risking more persistent damage. Although, if I'm wounded 3, so if I go down, I'm dying 4 and dead.
Yep.
Nope.
What's that flat check?
Oh, shit. Fuck, that went everywhere. That's a 9. God damn it.
No. You take off like your jacket and stuff, but because of the time that's already passed, the acid is already eaten through it,
Eaten
so
through it.
it's still penetrating your skin.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, you're not dead. Amazing.
And I take
Crazy.
the point.
I don't know what round we're on, but we're in
I
some
don't
round
know.
somewhere, and if it was Marisol's turn, that means it's Jarell's turn.
Great.
All right. Let's have some fun.
You scare me.
I am going to, because there's still torchlight on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
I am
From
going
around the
to
doors.
just flat out, and dropping something's a free action.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to drop my torch.
Okay. Let me adjust your character because I know how to do this, not to stop the thing. Dynamic lighting tab. Token no longer emits light. Look at that. Amazing. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Okay,
I
place the
don't
torch on the
know
ground.
how you want to resolve this. I'm just going to tell you what I want to do, and you tell me how to what actual economy to spend.
Okay.
I would like
Walk
to
me through
use.
this. How are you gonna put on a show?
I'm going to put on a show because I have the grappling hook and the rope back. I want to run forward, grappling hook the creature, and swing out over the canyon to get past him and keep running.
Oh god.
You know, I thought he dropped the torch, so he was gonna use his free hand to help you stand up or something.
Right, I don't know. I thought he was gonna help me out a little bit. Whatever.
Well, if we're lucky, this
This
will
is
knock,
cool too.
If we're lucky, this will knock the creature off footing or something and give you a chance to get the hell out of there.
Okay, so you want to throw the grappling hook at the creature to then use it as a pivot point to swing around
Yep.
to the other side.
Yep.
You said, "Fuck tumble throw." I failed this every single time.
Every
no
time. I have circumstance bonus from panache. I'll be good there.
more. Okay.
And again, if all goes super duper well, put this creature in some kind of an off balance status to allow my ally to get up and run.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Sure.
But I'm pretty sure the way grappling hooks work, it's I'll look up what type of attack it is, but it's type of attack, probably like ranged or whatever. So go ahead and work up that stat while I'm talking. It is going to be a secret check, so you will not know if it has lodged itself on the creature well enough to support your weight.
Got it. Do you want just my dexterity bonus?
Let me make sure that all of that was correct. Throw a grappling hook.
Because if we're
Anchor,
throwing
make a ranged attack. Make a ranged attack roll using your simple weapon proficiency.
plus 11. I believe.
Okay.
That's throwing
Plus
a
11.
dagger.
And then this is going to be against the DC. It says depending on the target. I am not going to. I'm going to use the grappling hook regular DC because Maricel, I'll sort of give you this as I'm vamping this roll, even though it's secret and you won't know. When it was grabbing you, its hand, like its skin, felt as hard as iron.
Mm-hmm.
So that is contributing to its AC, but I'm not going to use its AC as the DC because it recommends a 20, but says gives GM discretion based on what you're trying to hit. And I don't think that's because of its dexterity, but because of its hardened skin. So I'm going to go with a DC 20.
I do
plus
have
11.
a +1 circumstance bonus because of I have panache right now.
So a plus 12. Okay. And then, so you toss this thing. Reaches over, hooks back onto the back of the creature's neck and shoulder as you're running forward. Kind of like loops around and catches. And then you said you want to swing out and around it?
Yep. Because if we're lucky, it'll be starting up to hold me. If we're unlucky, we're both going down.
Free action to drop the torch. First action, ranged attack. On the creature. Second action, we'll call it a 2-action leap. Because leap takes 2 actions. It's a stride and jump together. And so we'll say you stride at least 10 feet. That was 10 feet. And then jump out over the cavern.
Yep.
Does all sound accurate enough for what you're attempting to do?
Yep.
And then in theory, by holding on to the rope, your momentum will take you around.
Yes. It's going to be glorious either way.
So you are 20 feet from the creature. You step forward, and then you kind of like throw your body sideways as you leave the platform. The creature is like sort of stepping forward to counteract the like hook effect on its back. And maybe it's a good thing Maricel didn't stand up, because the rope swings out and carries you to the full arc away from this creature, and you're suspended there, holding on with your sweaty hands. And then you successfully complete the arc, swinging around the creature to land back on the path with a 28 ranged attack roll that successfully secured the grappling hook on the creature.
Amazing. Amazing.
Because with a critical failure, verbatim, the hook seems like it will hold, but actually fails.
Man. That is all my economy. I can't dash anymore, correct?
And now the ogre is going to release their prepared action and throw a spear at you.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
Oh yeah.
Send it. Full send. That's what they've been doing. They've been holding on to this. They want to do this. Send it. Just
Oh,
Please
thank God you're
roll
finally in range. That
not
was a cocked
so
die.
Don't roll hot.
Okay. Wasn't the cocked roll was better. But this one will still hit, I think, 22.
Flashy dodge. 23 AC.
Fine. Fine.
So as I land, I just kind of
Let me have my fun.
I tumbled through it.
You land, your feet hit the ground, and you use the rope to like kind of backband under the spear and
Yep.
then pull yourself up.
Back up.
Jeez.
Flourish the cape. Ha! Ha! He's on an adrenaline high.
Oh my god.
Make a performance check
Sure.
and give yourself panache.
Sure.
You got panache for stabbing a tiny kobold. You should get panache for that.
It's not great. I don't have a great plus, but is a 14 total.
Get a hero.
14.
14.
Okay. Is that part of swashbuckler? I can just give panache
It is,
whenever.
but I didn't take it. I took
You could give a hero
No,
point.
no, no. I mean, panache.
We said that.
Like, I know it's mechanically like you get panache from doing something. Does it recommend panache is just given out when you do cool shit?
yes.
Okay. In this case, I'm going to give you panache.
Okay.
Nice try, bitch.
Oh.
You're going to die.
No.
We see Jarrell find their footing on this path once again. Ogre launches its spear. That was its held action, so that's all it can do. You are no longer grabbed, Marisol, but you are
Right.
still prone.
Yes.
You're not dying.
No.
Take the dying off. You just got persistent damage and are prone.
Yeah.
The being turns around. And it's at that point, at the top of the initiative, as this creature turns around, that the path begins to crumble beneath all of your feet. Cross again. Faster, faster, faster. The mechanics of this is a D6, and that is how many squares go in this round. Two chunks of the path fall away at the top of the initiative.
Is the creature okay?
They are going to use their reaction to grab an edge as the ground gives way beneath them, just 10 feet away from where Marisol is prone, and 10 feet away from where Jarrell has landed. Acrobatics for this creature. Let's fucking go. They successfully grab claws sinking into the ground. Their like whole torso is still up because they're so long. They've successfully grabbed the edge. That is their reaction for this turn. They're going to use one action to athletics check to try to climb. They're successful, so they are able to stand, and I am going to make them move. I'm on the wrong layer. We can't share a square. Alt. Over here. Second action. Still can't do what I want because I need 2 actions. Climb, stride. Grab. Marissa.
Fuck you. Fail. 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 Fail.
I'm not gonna fail. 29.
Fail. What?
Sorry, 31.
Jesus! No!
It crawls its way back up and grabs your legs again. Marissa, it's your turn.
Alright.
Cross. Faster. Faster. Faster.
Just so I don't lose track of it, I take that persistent damage. I'm gonna break out of this grabbed fuckery.
You got this. Escape.
Wait, I
You
should
got this.
put it on my sheet because it does things and that. Okay. I'm gonna break out. It can be acrobatics, right? Escape?
Yes, escape.
Okay, so that's a dirty 20. Pretty please?
No.
I will... It like feels like fighting this guy is like not even like we haven't even attempted to hit him. He seems like hard, like tough. I don't know. I'm just gonna try to break out again, but I'm gonna do it this time. It's a 24.
Beats it.
Great.
Is that with the map?
No. Fuck.
See, last
It's a
time you
20.
said 24, that was with the map.
It was.
This time was not.
The last time was an 18 on
So
the
it's a
die,
20,
and this time is a 14 on
which
the
is
die.
a failure.
Yep. I'm gonna try to get the persistent damage off of me again.
Okay. Just ripping more clothes off
Yeah.
of yourself. Trying to use the cloth to
What
scrape against
is
your skin.
Are you trained in acrobatics?
I am.
So it's only -3.
No, that's if you're a master. That's the wrong one.
Oh, you're right. Yep, I read it wrong.
Yep. But I don't know if that would change it. But yeah, I rolled a 4 on my die, so no. Nope.
So burning. You take that 1 point if you haven't already.
That is all 3.
Cross again. Cross again. Cross again. As this, like, these words, they almost seem to be like pulsing off of the side of the cavern. Maricel is struggling against the claws of this creature. Jarrell has landed, nimbly dodging these spears thrown at you, with the ground falling way beneath you, behind you. Jarrell, what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna take my 40 feet of movement and fucking cross.
Yeah.
Then we didn't see any handprints or anything on the other side, did we?
Not when you were over there before, no.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna go. I'll use 2 to go 60 feet and stop there on the other side.
There's a handprint beneath your feet.
I reach down and put my hand into it.
You place your palm on this indentation in the ground that you swear wasn't there before. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Who's to say? Certainly not me. You place your palm in it, and then there is just an echo. Crack! Like that sound that started off the rounds in the Capture the Flag arena. It's like a whiplash in Maricel's brain when she hears that sound. Crack! That echoes down the side of the cavern. More of the pathways starts to fall away. And then the roar. And we cut away to the living room. And across the screen, emblazoned, emboldened, victory. And you see the guy and the girlfriend are like holding each other and jumping up and down in front of the TV. And you can hear Toddy P's laugh. Well, when I said a card, I didn't know we were playing with a full deck. But these two brought, and it's cutting to see him in his office with that velvet chair. But instead of this sort of like map and like planning table, it's just a desk. And he goes, that was quite a show. Thanks for tuning into the Gauntlet. Send in your reviews, 5 stars on the Scryovision television channel? Google? Wherever you can put 5 stars, just hit those 5 stars. I don't know what it's called. Thanks for tuning in. Maybe you'll see Maricel and Jarrell in the future. Perhaps they seem to have an undying will to live. I guess that's why you would describe the will to live as undying. Blink, and the TV is shut off. And you see the girl reach up, peck the guy on the cheek, and she scampers out the door. And you see him kind of like cleaning up around the apartment. And then on this barren wall where there's been nothing, he has no decorations, no anything, he reaches up and just places a little picture. It had a little bow on it. It was a gift of him and the girlfriend. And that's where we're gonna stop tonight.
Oh my god. My hero, the little kobold who got his head ripped off.
How are we doing?
Oh my god.
That rope swing.
What the fuck? That was amazing!
What? It works.
It was awesome! If it hadn't worked, it would have still been fucking amazing!
Trust the process.
Jesus! Oh my god.
What was your inner thoughts when that dice dropped and it was like a 28?
Somewhat relieved.
Somewhat relieved.
I was like, oh man, I don't want to describe him just like falling into the darkness, because Maricel's definitely gonna die if he doesn't finish the command. Because that was what it was all about. It was about the word enter, cross again. That was the challenge this time.
Yeah.
You know, in the flags, like it was Toddy B was giving all these rules that you guys had to follow and like try to figure out those points, the point system, like in your head. And in the first one, it was just like survive. You know, so each time the gauntlet comes up, there are clear parameters.
So clear.
Things to do. Just do the things. And
One day it's just gonna say
fine.
survive.
Just do the things.
That was the first time. That's all that was.
Just enter the funnel. Just
That's all of
cross the
them.
bridge. Just cross the bridge again.
But faster. Well,
We
this
got
creature.
we got the
told
ski
you.
down a funnel. We ran across a bridge.
Yeah, that iron hag is what that was.
Yeah.
If that had gotten off its ability
What were you waiting for? Yeah.
What were you trying to do?
Bonds of Iron. It's a 2 like action, like most spells are, but it's like one of their abilities. It basically like it's described as cold iron, like jagged fingernails, like come out of the earth, or out of nothingness, basically, and trap a creature. Basically, it's like it's like an attempt to grapple the creature, so not like restrained, but they're like immobilized because of the condition. So it's like a bunch of claws just reach up and just grab someone's arm. They get a bonus to that check, and their athletics is already insane, and it's like a distance thing. They don't have to be next to them. It's possible that they could restrain it depending on like the success failure, and once that is done, they can use an action to damage the creature with that claw, like from wherever they are.
Oh, nice.
So it wouldn't like need to be next to them. It's called the Embrace of Iron. Is like continues. If that creature is grabbed by it, they can tear into it, just dealing damage, and also reposition the creature, so they could move you.
Is there a limit?
Throw you right off the edge.
How far can they move you?
Reposition the trait. You can only move them 5 feet unless it's a critical success. You can move them 10.
Gotcha.
So, but if they had trapped you with that on the bridge, they would have only needed 5 feet. Now that would they would have to like successfully bond of iron you, and then they would have to successfully reposition, which is another athletics check. But again, it's crazy high. But it would have sucked because like it's a strong creature.
Yeah.
Very strong. Only like 2 levels above you.
That was fun. I'm enjoying Swashbuckler. Hopefully I can keep this character around a little bit longer.
Yeah. Well, it seems like Marisol's still in the lead.
That's fine.
But Jarrell's right behind him. Just
Why though? You saved me out of nowhere. What happened?
I didn't save you.
What just happened?
I'm just playing characters. I, the GM, don't do anything but rerolls.
Sure.
He's legit got a table back there that says if I land on this, then manipulate commercials to where they don't see what's happening, and then when it comes back, it's too late. And
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that's definitely not true. You think I'm that kind of a planner? That sounds like Chandler with his many, many pages of nonsense that he's got with tables upon tables. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. You know how many people I've killed already in the Gauntlet?
Morgan. Multiple times? Multiple?
Mhm.
No.
I got 2 under my belt. Morgan and Kelly.
You killed Morgan and Kelly. I killed Morgan twice.
Morgan twice. We both have 2. Look at us
You
go.
didn't? Wait.
We need to
did
keep
you?
track too.
Oh, you killed him and Cairn.
Yeah.
That was
I guess
good.
in the Gauntlet only once, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
But no, it's important how many times you've killed Morgan is a good stat to track.
Oh, I meant anyone, but yeah. Well, I think we can have a separate one for just Morgan.
Good for Morgan.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody.
Absolutely.
This has been Grim's Dungeon with level 4 of the Goblins. Goblin.
Goblets?
The Gauntlet.
Goblet.
Oh my
Let's
god,
go.
no, I'm level 5.
It's
Goblins level 5,
goblins.
I think.
Next is level 5.
Next time you see us, 2 weeks, we'll be back inside the studio.
Yeah.
Grim Chandler will be back in their proper seat as the GM. We'll be running the Fallout RPG, Nuclear Nightmare, our second campaign that's just kind of gotten going.
There's gonna be some big things happening because
We left off on a literal cliffhanger.
you wanna recheck us some things that happened.
Yeah, we're gonna go through, if Chandler will let me, some nitty-gritty of like the
How that all
damage
breaks
dealing
down.
of things. I'm gonna have to go relook at that because if you had seen my notebook when I was writing out all of the, so in Fallout RPG, there's a lot like how actions have traits in Pathfinder, weapons have traits in the Fallout RPG, and that's really how you figure out damage and stuff, and like the order of operations of how that damage applies from all those traits and things is like the most complicated part of that game because the overall mechanics are not as deep as Pathfinder, but the weapon mechanics we had not figured them out as much as we should have before he tried to use a Gatling gun.
Yeah.
And
It was really Chan's fault bringing out the Gatling gun.
yeah, we
that
can
was
blame
like,
Chandler. He won't ever hear this.
he'll never
Um,
hear it.
But either way, I want to do it again because I'm pretty sure I figured it out. But it was like literally 2 pages of notes that I was like rewriting things as I like refigured things out, and I was like, okay, so he actually needs to roll more dice, but I was actually in a better condition than what I was before,
Oh,
depending
wow.
on what dice he rolls. So like,
Nice.
he needed to do more, but I was better than where we left off.
Yeah.
But that might not be the case depending on his
After
rolls.
he
So I'm
rolls
like,
more.
I think we just need to like finish it correctly. That's gonna be
Yeah.
my pitch. Because he also had the like ultra
Brandon.
critical failure thing
Sit on it.
with the arm
What?
coming off, which we're gonna keep, but like to hit that barrier of like the double critical damage threshold, he's gonna need to roll more die. And that's so I'm like, we just need to see it through.
And I say you just do it, and Brandon can just sit on Chandler, hold him down.
Don't
And-
tempt me. I will do it.
In 2 weeks, if you would like to see Brandon sitting on Chandler, join us for
Check it out.
Grimm's Dungeon. We'll be back in the studio. Thanks for joining us. The overlay is by Savannah Hall. You can find her Art Mare Fuel, like Nightmare Fuel, but Art Mare Fuel on Instagram. We have a new full overlay for when there's more people in our virtual sessions, so that we look cool in studio
Yeah.
and at home. Thank you all so much for sticking around. That was a fun session.
Good
Um,
times.
Catch us
Thank
again
you.
2 weeks for Fallout. 2 weeks after that, we'll be back in Pathfinder with our Godbound campaign.
Yeah.
As always, not in my words, but in the immortal words of Big Daddy Grim Chandler, Esquire.
There we go.
Keep it creepy. Catch y'all later.
Rah.